Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wraithe. Starting 15 minutes later on Thursdays from here on out due to some new scheduling stuff. That is why we are here. But of course, Rob is a ghost, and so is Strat, who is now Birch, who is now Era. So
I'm
that's
also me.
Whoa, Strat.
there we go. Now we're all back. Welcome to the show tonight. Hope you are all ready for the mainstream events. Hi, I'm sick, so if I cough in your faces, I'm sorry. I was gonna say you would like that, but that sounds awful. I mean, I'm not gonna say that.
But then you did.
I did. Well, no. I just insinuated. I
insinuated
insinuated what might be
Too
said
soon
if I was
these
a little
days.
weird. But
Yeah.
all right. So we're gonna go around the table tonight. We're gonna go random as usual, and introduce ourselves. And if you can, tell us what your character's current mental state is and what they're thinking after being expelled violently from a giant worm in a horrific explosion. Here we go. Starting with Glitzen Gamer. You're up first tonight.
Well, it's me. I'm Shannon, and I play Glitz. No, I'm Blitzen Gamer. I am Shannon, and I play Nova. That's
the way.
that's how that goes. I did a thing. So I'm pretty sure Nova just. I mean, if this is immediately after, she just wants a shower, real bad.
I can imagine.
And but I mean, other than that, mental state of mind, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, you get a shower after the goop off, then refreshing and knowing like, hey, we just had an adventure. It was certain death, and we were in this worm, and now we're still alive. Everyone made it out intact. It couldn't have gone much better, So successful, woohoo!
Perfect plan, 100%.
Went exactly the way that was intended.
Exactly as intended. I mean, it was
clearly Cal planned all of that out.
Of course, because he's incredibly capable, dashing, daring, handsome, and brave. We'll move along from there to Birch. Anna.
I wasn't sending things out to social media because I forgot about it until this very moment. What are you talking about? Hi, my name's Anna, also known as Sanctum Cosplays. I play Birch. I am Plant. I think, tired. Tired is a good feeling for Birch. Also, just there's a level of confusion surrounding the worm situation, because we're not 100% sure why there's a worm, and at this point we're too afraid to ask. So that's where Birch is at.
I mean, understandable. We'll move on from there to the person who knew all along what was going to happen, to Rob and Era.
That's me. I'm Rob. I'm the person that definitely doesn't know what's actually going to happen. And I play Era, the person who thinks they know exactly what's going to happen, kind of, but not really. Era, our Baji-ish, gifted-ish. Here to have a good time, but probably not a long time. And honestly, Era's doing pretty well. They aren't crazy, and there was actually a worm that almost ate us all, so that wasn't like a completely wrong out of left field thing, so that made them feel good.
Technically, it did eat you all.
Right.
Yeah.
But like not to death.
Yeah, but not to death. It only ate you all, but not to death.
Right. So honestly, yeah, like predictions all went mostly true. Was kind of hopped between a bunch of different memories / past events. Then time broke, but we don't think about that because repression's the name of the game for Era. So yeah, honestly, having a great time. The only downside is that their captain did tell them to think about the worst possible scenarios, so that may be what is taking up 80% of Era's headspace at the moment. Is trying to figure out what the captain wants of like, hey, what is the bad things that might be coming up?
Yeah.
Wait, I did fix that. I said like go 2 below the worst or something. Like not the worst, but like
yeah,
close to it.
But you gotta think of the worst to organize.
Yeah, in order to do that, you do have to think of the worst.
Oh shit.
I mean, that's true. And we'll move on
All
from
Thank you,
there.
part
another
of
crew
Cal's
member
plan.
Speaking of just the worst,
yes.
we're just going to move on to Steven, who abandoned us last episode. So, because of, you know.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Steven, El Deviant Devil, the Abandoner. And I was feeling, Aiden was very Eeyore-ish, because things weren't going his way. Actually, nothing. Couldn't accomplish a thing. And didn't want to use Abraxas, but apparently is going to need to use Abraxas, of course. And then missed an episode, so knowing Tyson, he probably went and made me get in bed with Abraxas, and now I have a cool book. And we'll see how that plays out, because that's
fanfic?
how he rolls. So
Fanfic.
maybe, would that be self, or would that be a cup? I don't even know. But here we are, and not too afraid of a worm. He's been dead before. He's been alive. Just kind of in this perpetual state of being at this point, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Honestly. Oh, Lord.
We'll see what
Aiden,
happens.
he's not
The
afraid of a
worst that
worm.
could happen. I mean, come on.
So,
He was like, take me, eat me. Oh, bother.
Is
speaking of.
everybody else getting like all innuendo from everything Steven is saying right now?
Kind
It's
of.
not just me.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you mean?
It was
He's just
entirely
telling the worm to
unintentional.
take him, okay?
Yeah. And
Just saying
but-
that he's not scared of, like...
The worm.
I mean, we
Fine.
could have we got a facial. We have to clean that off now. See, there's just lots of things. Just move on to Sinan.
Worm was
It's
sucking
Strat's
us
turn.
all up.
Strat.
All right. Speaking of Strat, it's now Strat's turn. Yay!
Hey, there's a Strat here. Hello. I'm playing as Nohu, the brave adventurer. And you just know that at this moment, after taking that first deep breath of fresh, probably calcinated earth, considering where we are, he's just proud of having finished his latest adventure. And you know that the very first thing he has to do after finishing an adventure is telling everybody about it, especially the group of people of the Empire that sent him here. Oh, they are always, complaining about, oh, you had to do this, or you went here to specifically do that, or why are you still alive? But they just don't know of all the amazing thing that Nohu was able to accomplish at that time, or the balls that he was able to get. And it's always a wonderful 2 to 3 hours in the thingamajig phone that connects to the main base to just give whoever is on the other side a great big afternoon of wonderful stories.
Yep, just reporting into your Empire overlords like a good little soldier. We'll move from there to Sinan.
Hello, everyone. Sinan playing Cal, the Admiral. What's going on in my mind? Well, ow. That's very, very dominant up in there. That hurt a lot. I got shot, stabbed, and then complained about being stabbed, and was like, that creature sucks. And then everyone was like, that creature's a plant. You hate plants? So that was a little like, come on, I just shot that creature to save you.
One person, not everyone. Just the plant person who was directly affected.
Fine. Well, also, I'm like, wait, what did Nova turn into?
Oh, a ferret?
Oh, yeah. So, Nova's a ferret now. My
No,
girlfriend's
I'm back to
ferret.
normal.
For a moment there, that was interesting.
She was a gorilla on your chest.
That's
I was a
also
gorilla.
true.
I was a panda.
Oh, panda, right? You were panda bearing, but you were a gorilla. 'cause
Oh
you
no,
used
the
your strength
gorilla
to-
was when I
Yeah.
pulled you from the depths of doom.
Very cute, but also what? That's like a.
I get that so often.
This is maybe warn the guy before, so I can prepare myself. Also, I think I almost lost my leg. That kind of. Would I look good with a peg leg? I mean, it's part of the pirate look, but cons, I won't have a leg, and that's kind of gonna suck. Probably needs maintenance, and being all life aether, it's kind of messes with the vibe. Kind of would suck that way. Also, very glad everyone survived, and I'm hoping everyone on the ship also is alive, because who the fuck knows what's going on there? Being admiral is stressful. Ty. Oh, also, if I died, it would look really weird for my team here back on the ship. So it's awful compassionate that I survived and tried everything to survive. That's also something.
That's not.
Compassion.
No, that's not how that works. That is still not how that works.
But if it is my virtue, but if it is my virtue, and I'm, and it's like how I define, it's part of my character, and it's what I define the virtue as.
That's not how that works.
Why is it now I just see through this whole last 2 weeks, sit down eating breakfast, it could have been my compassion if I did that, in the shower, brushing his teeth or whatever, just every day, couple of times a day, just I'm gonna tell.
Wakes up in the middle of the night, cold sweat, just screaming compassion.
I was I'm gonna do this.
A note card and just reading into the mirror.
Yeah, and because we didn't have a game yesterday, I was robbed from that for a week. So now I'm even more compassion. I'm gonna show it to Ty.
Mm-hmm.
Angry compassion.
See how compassionate I am, Ty.
All right, everybody. So last time on Wraithe, well, recap in general. They went to a world. It was dangerous, full of magma. There was a whole bunch of ruins there. We're trying to find some people within it. One in particular being Alice McCree, the surrogate mother and the adoptive mother to two of our crewmates. And had found instead some ancient machinery and a bunch of chimera that had been created by Herschel McCree, otherwise known as Patches, and kind of just left behind. It's something he tends to do everywhere. He continues experimentation, bringing subjects with him continuously to do all the hard lifting any place he goes, and then just kind of leaves them when he's done with them. That sucked, as you had to fight a bunch of these things on the way. Now, you were searching for information on where Alice had gone, where Herschel was, possibly, trying to see if you could help in any way possible, and instead awoke a giant underground beast that seems to have cut all of you off from what you had been seeking. After finding themselves consumed by said creature, there was some sort of mysterious explosive device left inside that they all kind of got a hold of, one that remembered our friend Nohu, and seemed to give some sort of code or something that it stated. And then, after the explosion, everybody was launched free, splattered across the surface of this molten planet without any more of their safe tech currently operating, and with, a bunch of goo upon them, and in this nice sunny terrain. The ship had come down, the Zephyr, to pick them up. The crew on the back of it, of course, very happy to see you still alive, because they weren't able to get a hold of anyone. So, at this point in time, we go back just a little bit to where Aiden found himself separated from the others. After the world collapsed, Aiden, you found yourself within a room. The fragmented, cracked walls, everything kind of out of place, seemingly breathing as the wall kind of moved in and out somewhat, pressed in by the sides of something, or dogs barking, sorry. Yes, but a room nonetheless. Scattered across the stone fragments of the floor were remnants of scientific equipment, much of it stained in old chemicals and blood. A piece of cloth bearing a black and tan pattern with roses on it, seemingly torn from a larger piece, catches your eye, just kind of dangling from some sort of metal debris. As you walk over to the edge of the debris, kind of figuring out what it is, and you pick it up. It's a soft fabric, maybe part of a smaller cloth, something that someone might wear. And you see wedged into a crack of the metal nearby, a book. You grab it, as you can see that it's old, worn, and tattered, and seems to have a bunch of sketchings on the outside and within, and you start recognizing it as a personal journal of one Herschel McCree. Flipping through the pages are the ramblings of a madman and a genius. The sections written in decrying the state of the folk of the Aethersphere, mixed with rambling thoughts of the afternoon's lunch, and then quickly followed by mathematical equations and device sketches that seem to be bioconnecting, creating a pathway between folk and machine that is nothing but barbarous and likely incredibly painful, even if very functional. After looking through this book for a little bit, you turn to the back and see the words Akirian Tablet, and some sort of information that you can't quite glean before the world explodes into flame and brilliant light. As this blast of energy starts to wash across you, You hear Abraxas yelling at you to move in your mind, and the box he was contained in shatters, the mirror spreading across the floor, before you were flung into unconsciousness. Later you awaken, as you can see the arms of Abraxas pulling you from the wreckage. It seems like he's assisted you in keeping yourself from dying, before turning and speaking to you.
You damn fool. You do need me after all, you know.
Well, I wouldn't have needed you if I was dead, now would I?
If you were dead, we would both be dead. We'd be in a situation that was inconvenient.
Inconvenient. Well, we've been dead before, so what is your point?
I don't
Why
want
are
to have
you
to start
just bringing me
over
along?
again.
Oh, it's all about you, isn't it? Did you protect the book?
Yes.
And I suppose you're just all about that barbarous actions, aren't you?
Some of the information contained within could be very helpful to us.
So are we stranded on this world again, or is our team still around?
I suggest looking at where the rest of this giant creature exploded.
Well then let's go sift through the entrails, shall we?
So Aiden kind of moves across the surface of the world, yet again feeling the blisters of dehydration starting to make their way to your lips. The crack and creak of the skin dried on the surface of your epidermis, making you a bit uncomfortable. Living sucks sometimes. And as you
Living
walk
does suck.
across this blasted land, you can see a huge pile of effluent. You see bits and chunks of like a big old shape sticking partway out of the ground with its whole ass end just exploded all over the place. And you see in the sky the Zephyr starting to make its approach here, while everybody else is kind of contained in the muck, gore, and viscera. The first one you come across is Birch, kind of laying there, like head squished underneath some of this large something, probably an intestine fragment of some kind that's just kind of blubbery and sitting there on top of her.
Birch, are you... Are you okay?
Yes. It's really sticky.
It is very sticky. You are in a heap of meat and blood, apparently.
I am indeed outside of the inside of a worm now?
It
Yes.
would appear so. Do you know, have you heard anybody else down here?
Well, I assume we all exploded in the same general area, so more than likely everyone is also trapped under large gooey bits of worm.
Okay, so I will look around and see kind of the direction of the splatter marks, kind of dexter it, and start walking along that pattern.
Are you going to use your brains to anticipate where it's most likely they would have like shown up, or do you want to use your awareness just to try to see if you see something, or do you want to use magical to try to sense their life force?
Let's use life
Or you
magic.
just
We haven't
yell
used
their
that in a
name
while.
and they respond.
All right. So Aiden's eyes begin to glow a soft rosy hue for a second. Give me a magical roll. 18.
18.
Nice. You can see the remnants of living beings within the wreckage, not too far off. Bits and pieces of this giant worm are still having the vestiges of life, which is making it a little difficult to see it. But the next one you come across is Era, kind of just laying there looking like that desiccated alien meme, you know, that you sometimes see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what do you say as you go over there? Birch, you and Aiden find Era.
Well, apparently you were accurate in the worm-eating part of things, weren't you? Are you all right?
I did it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did
They
it.
pretty much died,
did it.
like
Oh.
real hard. Like real bad, they were very much dead for like just not like dead, but like close enough to dead where it was genuinely concerning. They probably need to be carried at some. I'll pick them up.
I was almost like I was pretending to be you.
Can you walk?
Maybe.
You seem a little delirious.
Do you like
Let's
try to help Era to his feet
Do
a
you
little
feel
bit? Birch,
hurt? Are you okay?
Birch just
Birch
lifts
said
him up and just holds him in both
Yeah.
arms like
Yeah,
cradling a baby.
tiny.
Birch is surprisingly strong.
This is
Feel so
Strongest
sec-
of the party. Strongest of the party.
I feel so secure in your arms.
Yes, you look very secure. Let's move along, shall we?
Arrow only weighs about as much as a toolbox, so it's not really.
Aw.
I mean, I'm a
This
Baji,
can be
I'm-
very heavy.
and
Just
I'm
saying.
okay. Not a stacked toolbox, because I'm a Baji, and I am not strong nor large. I'm a smaller scale
You're that
Baji.
little off-brand toolbox you get for the back of the car at like
Yeah.
Shops or
Like
O'Reilly's.
a plastic toolbox.
Mhm. It's not a metal toolbox.
Box with the fake plastic screwdrivers.
Aww.
Of the baby
The
toolbox.
ones.
All right. So from that point, as Birch grabs a hold of Era, picks him up, you look over to the next life essence you see, and Nohu just bursts out of a sack like an alien, like coming out of the belly of a creature, suddenly standing there before you.
What a great sleep! Oh man, nothing like a warm bit of meat and blood and gore to really get the morning going. You're dead.
Out of everyone, I would have assumed this would be the outcome for you. You're good, yes?
Oh yeah, I'm just a little dirty, I guess, but don't worry, I'll take care of that, and I'll
I feel
start
like
licking
Mr. Nick was the
myself.
one who fared the best
like the
out of all
cat.
of us.
as we see Nohu just slurp up a big section of worm guts and then just start chewing on it.
I've done some very nasty things in my life, and still, you make me question things sometimes.
Hey, don't knock it until you throw up your internal organs.
Don't knock it until you throw up your internal organs.
Is that so common? Should I be more concerned about throwing up my internal organs?
Oh no! You can get them back afterwards.
You head around the bend at that point, leaving Nohu to clean himself up. And
Naturally.
you see the next lump of living, which is Cal and Nova, like both kind of climbing out of the wreckage of the grossness together.
So romantic.
Yeah.
I think we should find a new location for our next, better location for our next date.
Intestines make the heart grow fonder.
Ugh.
As Cal
I
has
think
his
that's so hard over there.
But at what cost?
as Cal has his looking big wear off finally too.
Oh my god, that was so stressful. That was so scary. Oh, that's how big
Calm
big
down.
wears off, right?
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh boy!
Cal,
Oh,
look.
that thing almost ripped my leg off!
I'm gonna
Oh!
just turn my head into like a cute animal for a second. No, I'm gonna turn into a ferret, the full ferret again, and then just like do a little dance.
Ferret dance. Give me a charming roll. Let's see how successful you are at calming Cal down.
I don't know. This feels like the most reasonable reaction. to
Where's my
today's
room?
Events. I don't
Oh,
What is
know.
that?
usually when I do that, I have to hide in my room when this happens. Don't
So-
look at me, people!
so
Don't
you-
look at me!
So Cal, you get distracted by the adorable dancing ferret, and it seems to calm you quite and make you feel happy.
Oh, ferret! He's a cute ferret. Oh, look at that ferret. I mean,
Can you describe the ferret? I'm not looking at it.
And-
even.
oh yeah, you can look. That was a workplace demonstration on how not to act in a crisis. Yes, that was I was being the Dunder Mifflin kind of boss doing demonstrations. You know, it was I was
You
trying
had
to.
all sorts of slime and debris from the worm in your eyes. It makes sense. You know, it's the
Yeah, and
immune response.
I think I swallowed something that was like made me wiggle a little. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's just whatever.
That's
Whew. Yeah.
So-
We killed that. That's cool.
Yeah, so those wearing tears down your eyes is what just gastric juice.
Oh yes, that was gastric
Stomach acid in the
juice.
eyes, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's burning.
Very painful.
It's oh
Very-
God,
by the
it's
way.
Ow!
That's when the
Ow!
Zephyr lands nearby, and Muriel comes rushing down the gangplank that has been dropped, just shouting out
Oh,
that she
thank
was
God.
worried about everyone. I thought you were all dead. I tried to message you. You didn't come back through. We just saw the entire compound go up, and it was just boom, it was
Close.
it was totally, and then we thought you were gone, you were consumed by that thing.
We were.
Yeah, we
Entirely.
killed it.
Well,
And
our mysterious
survived.
bomb friend did, but yeah.
Well, it came right up wherever that ship that landed. Hey, put
But that
down
wasn't you?
something, and then it ate it.
It ate the ship.
No, the Yonli
Right.
landed. I told you on the radio earlier, and
Right.
they landed in the area the worm came up, and it ate whatever they put there.
Well, it was a bomb. It was a really, really big bomb
Oh,
that
it's
I
a-
thought was gonna blow us all up, but that wasn't this future. So
What
Lucky
did the
you, all.
ship
That
look like?
It was the Yonli, you know, the pirate crew, that was run by Jamie Hain.
Oh, those bastards! I'm assuming I don't like them. Ty?
They're competitive and they're kind of jerks.
What the hell were they doing here?
I don't know. It's like they knew that was going to happen.
saving our lives with bombs? Maybe they're worm hunters.
I
You
think
know,
they're
I
Mythbusters.
feel like that's.
I
You're
don't,
right,
I
feels
don't
like-
think they're the kinds that hunts worms. Speaking of which, do you think Ivan can use this for me?
What
Balor would have.
What is it?
Not Balor. What was his name? Well, yeah, the cook, the old cook. What was his name?
Oh, shoot. I can't.
This
think
is
of-
Sinan asking.
Landon.
Landon would have cooked that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Ivan could. I mean, he was taught by Landon, so probably.
That's true.
The worm, Cal? Are you asking the worm?
Yeah.
You see,
these,
like, someone come running down the gangplank suddenly. Oh no! Oh no! Are you all okay? You look like you're covered in gore. As you see Kirby rush down the gangplank towards you, wielding a little medical bag that's kind of bouncing.
I only came this close to dying, so I'm okay. Thank you.
He puts his little hands on his hips and looks over at all of you. You let my friend Era nearly die.
I got skewered by one of those meat plants. It kind of hurts still. Also, actually, no, I got skewered a lot. I think I got a lot of holes in me now. Oh, ow.
You ran
Also,
through
don't
worse.
be mad at them. That happens like every time. There's no way I get out of that worm like unscathed, pretty much.
So the rest of the crew starts coming down, checking out what's going on with you, and starts getting some stories, what happened, that kind of thing. As you all are heading onto the Zephyr at this point, it's too hot to stay on the surface. It's very uncomfortable. So you make your way back into the atmosphere-controlled ship, and from within, Muriel takes the vessel with Grey Whiskers up into orbit so that you can sit, reconnoiter, and figure out what you're going to do next. In the time that you're heading up in there, you all kind of mill about the ship. Tell me where you go when you first
Shower.
go back on. So shower for Nova. Birch, where do you go first?
Cal said he had flowers and plants in his office, and I would like to go there. I know it's probably locked, but I want to go there.
Yes,
Okay.
that's my happy place. That's where I'm gonna meditate a little bit.
There.
No, it's that's not what I'm.
Era, where do you go to medbay? Kirby pulls you to medical. You don't get
Yeah,
a choice.
although I will 100%, like a dog, but that just like doesn't understand they need to stay down and rest. We'll go and find Ivan when I'm left unattended.
When you have the moment, okay. What do you do, Aiden, aboard this ship that you haven't seen since you last tried to suck it dry?
Well, my first initial reaction would be wanting to go to the engine room, but I'm going to keep it together, and I also am going to go bathe.
All right, so you're going to also go to the bathing center.
Is Abraxas just lurking around now?
Yep, it's floating around.
Is
you.
it like a communal shower?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, well, Hey.
It's Buzz.
I mean, it's not like they have a lot of options for it. You could take turns or whatever, but it's like one big section.
I mean, I'll
with, like, three
wait
shower heads.
patiently outside, making sure he stays with me and doesn't get to the engine room. I don't like this.
Mhm.
What? You know what? It's been a while since I worked out. Okay, Nova says as she pops into this.
I wasn't talking to you. Go bathe. Ugh.
Strat, what does Nohu do as soon as he comes on board?
He'll entertain whoever is willing or not to listen to the great adventure he was in. And if ever, at ever one point he is by himself, he'll go to uh, well, wherever it is that he can steal, borrow some scrap to create a couple of pineapples.
So the engineering lab is where you would go.
Yeah.
So from the position that you're at, is you head out into the main, the commons and the mess hall. The other crewmates are kind of around you. What happened? What happened? That looked amazing. I can't believe it. This is so strange. We were up in the sky. Nothing really happened to us here, but we had to keep an eye on some blah, blah, blah. And you start regaling them with your adventure. As Cal, what do you do as you board the ship?
It seems like everyone's rushing to the showers, so I'll go in last. Just check everything being okay. Apologize for the smell. Inform Muriel to look out for Nohu because he tends to have a tendency to grab things that are just lying around and make bombs out of them, and I want him to do that in other people's ships. Utilize it, but just
Not
a cautious
in
eye.
this one, though. Not in this one.
Yes,
Yeah.
not in this ship. And just check everything, and after shower, go to my happy place, which is my office and my plants.
All right, so 3 showers and the plant's place, but it seems like Birch is going to the room.
The door's
first,
locked!
since everybody else is taking showers.
But
So
the door's
Birch
locked!
immediately walks out as the captain starts speaking to the crew and whatnot, and then turning to go to the showers where Nova has taken hers and Aiden is waiting. So Birch, you end up outside of the captain's cabin, which is his quarters, and as you go to the door, you can smell a variety of flowers.
I would like to politely try the door first before I try other means to get into this room with flowers.
So the door is locked.
Can I ask my flower friends to unlock it from the inside?
If you would like to spend some magic doing this, possibly.
Sure. You
All
know
right,
what?
so
Sure.
give me a magical roll. And
They
use
wouldn't
an overlay.
betray me,
I'm one of them.
but I
That's
looked
a
after
15.
them.
So you hear a scuffling noise and a creaking sound, and you can see a couple little vines grow around the base of the door. Now I need to see if they're strong enough to do this or smart enough to unlock it.
That's fair. Come on, plants. Be so smart. Come on, plants. Think of things.
So the
Come on,
door
plants.
groans a little bit in its hinges as you see some of the vines and stuff tipping around the edges, and then there's a tick as the door unlocks.
Plant friends.
So you
I'm just gonna go in there and sit in the middle of the plants and enjoy the fact it's probably like a greenhouse, so it's warm.
do you still have your pyrotechnics?
No, I've lowered my level of trying to look tough after the experiences of the last season or whatever. Not
All
as
right.
posturing anymore. Although I do try to show strength, just realistically.
All right, so you open the door and you see
There's
a bunch
weight
of
set in the corner.
plants that have grown and kind of tilted and twisted in abnormal ways to reach to the door frame. And you can see a variety of rare and not so rare plants, ferns, and flowers, vines, creepers growing up and around the rooftop. You can see a whole bunch of very powerfully scented things like sage and rosemary and thyme that are also there that oftentimes the captain likes to bring down to the mess to get some normal flavors out of the kitchen. And then, of course, there's the table and his office desk and all that kind of stuff, and then the room on the other side.
I'm not gonna touch anything that seems not plant-based. I just want to go sit with my buddies and be in the warm and bask in the fact this place has plant life that isn't a weird plant meat monster that's trying to kill me. It's plant life instead.
So you sit down around the plants, you see kind of all of them, or we see all of them kind of swaying at the same time as Birch is sitting there in the middle of the floor, getting a nice bit of rejuvenating quality time with the plant life. So we move from there to Era, who has been checked out. You got patched up by Kirby. provided you a couple of healing salves and some drinks and things like that, medicine that has made your pain fade away. And although everything is numb as you walk, you make your way to the kitchen, where you can see Ivan standing there, chopping away at bits and pieces of the meat that you all have brought on the ship. Kind of looks over. Hello, friend!
Hey, how are you?
I am
This
great!
version.
I have new supplies that I can try to make fantastic ingredients from. This stuff
That's
does not
great.
like to cook. We have to use lots of acids in order to make it palatable.
Oh, because it's already hot.
Yes, exactly, I assume.
Hey, I've been trying not to think about this, but did time break for you for a little bit there?
Time break for us. You mean like on Sedna?
No, that's like normal, like, non-linear stuff. I mean, like, just things weren't the way things were supposed to be.
No, I cannot say that was the case out here.
Okay, great. It seems like it was just localized. Good news, bad news. Bad news, time seems to have broken down there a little bit. But good news, the worm ate it, so it's probably fine.
That sounds very confusing and frightening, but I have no fear. Because I know our captain will lead us through any problem.
Yeah, he does a great job most of the time. I'm pretty glad I'm here. It's, by the way, I know that usually versions of me and you are friends because you actually understand how time is supposed to work, and that's very nice.
Indeed. It is nice to have friends who understand us.
Because I think the captain still thinks that I see the future or am an oracle. And that's not how this works. I don't, unless it is how it works, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
When you
I
have
have
lived
said
a
that's
life
not how
like
that works.
yours, if you have lived a life like mine, we have seen many times, and now all we have to do is but remember the appropriate one, right?
Yeah. The main thing for me is, I mean, I have so many flash forwards and backs that I'm pretty sure I don't think this is the present. But also that doesn't really mean much even if it is, right? Because even if my present were to end, that doesn't mean that all the other things that might have happened won't, still have been a possibility in the past has still happened.
Indeed, but since I have come to this strange land where everything continues forward continuously, while I can anticipate what is going to happen next, like when I bring my cleaver down, I will see it chop the meat, possibly. I mean, this is very tough meat, but you understand the analogy. We can anticipate what happens in the next moment. But it is now changed by our direct decisions, even if we've seen it before. So it gives you as the measure of freedom that maybe you didn't have. But it also binds us. We are chained to whatever the next step becomes. We cannot go back any longer and change the mistakes.
So, and this is probably very rude, but does everyone on Sedna know each other? Because
I mean, I can understand why you might consider that. No. We know each other, but we don't know each other. I mean, over a countless amount of time, many individuals choose never to travel, even if living forever. But we hear of one another, at the very least. And while we may have met one another at one point in time, it may have only been once. How much do you really know someone you've only met once?
well, I don't normally think about. And so the main thing is that obviously for you this is normal, a way of thinking about things. But I think maybe because normally I don't survive long enough to talk to all these folks this much. But it feels like my experience is not normal, and that it's not how folks normally are walking through things. So I'm just like, just in case maybe I was just like an orphan for a second and just didn't remember or something, but that doesn't feel like it's right. And I feel like I would have told me, pointing to like the haze on.
Well-
I feel like I also would have told me if that was the case.
The last few
At some
times I
point.
met you, you were on death's door as well. There have been plenty of
I'm
instances
not
where
strong.
Yes, you are a weak thing. You are small,
Yeah.
but something tells me you are destined for greater things that might keep you alive a bit longer than you would anticipate you were living. A
Well,
goal, a purpose. You
the
know,
way
the
I
one thing
see
that
it
I have noticed about you that I did not see before, you seem to have a presence following you around this time.
I think that's just me. No, that's just me.
I do not know. I don't see these kinds of things. All I can tell is your image wavers and strikes me with memories of home and something a little more fearful.
Oh, thank goodness it's not just me. Oh, man. See, this is why I like when things get confirmed, because I feel just a little less crazy. It's very nice and comforting. I'm glad I'm not the only one terrified by the flickering nature of my existence. You're the
Well,
best,
it has
Ivan.
been good talking to you, Era. I'm glad if I could have made you any better. I still have a lot of tenderizing to do to make this edible. If you will give me some time, I'll have dinner ready in about 7 hours if you would like some.
Sounds great. And just be careful, because I do know some versions of you definitely do almost chop your hands off because of how hard it is to work with this meat. So just like keep an eye out.
Excellent! Thank you for the knowledge. I will take my time with care. Give me 7.5 hours for dinner then.
You got it. Not that that means anything.
And Era leaves from there. So, Cal, you have bathed. Nova, you have bathed. And Aiden, you have bathed. So, where do you go directly after showering and cleaning up?
Food.
Food?
Mhm.
How about you, Cal?
I just want to relax in my room for a sec. After everything in the boat, everything in the ship looks good, right?
Yep.
No problems. No one's died. No one had a problem. Oh wait. I gotta check on
Merrick.
Merritt. Yeah, that guy. Merritt.
Merritt?
How is he doing?
Who do you ask?
I don't know.
Merritt.
You look around for him for a bit, and you don't see him on the ship.
Ah, shit! Mario, where the hell is Merritt? He didn't die, right?
Muriel comes over to you, and she just says, Merritt, who are you talking about?
Fuck! Oh shit. Okay, Mario, we had a security officer, Merritt. He left with us. Remember?
I don't know what you're talking about. We haven't had a security officer named.
Yes, we did. We did. Also, yes, we had a couple of security officers. Some of them were horrible, but we did have Merritt. Merritt was pretty cool. Please don't tell me that the cruel man in disguise took Merritt from us because he realized he killed his grandfather or our father. Shit! I need to speak to Era.
Yes, maybe you should do.
Wait, so you're telling me there is no, there was never Merritt Die Solo, I think is his name, on probably butchered it, you know.
No, I've never heard that name.
He saved me from Avalon. Remember?
No.
There was a tyrant from Rulo that escaped and all that.
Well, you served like 2 years in prison for that, and I had to come and bail you out.
Is that a memory I have?
As she says it, you feel it sinking into the back of your mind.
But I still remember Merritt, right?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay, so no one left that area while we were there. How many people? I know all the answers to this is going to be like no. Even though I want to ask all of them, but that's just going to waste some time. I need to. Where the hell is Era?
Where's what up?
Era. Hey, you buddy!
You see Era walking
Yes,
out of the kitchen.
I was mentioning
As Nova sits down at the table, and you see Ivan come out and just bring out a few soft-boiled eggs and some toast and some like whatever rice that you can find on the ship. Not incredibly well stocked, but
my buddy. Time.
I've been doing what you were thinking and thinking of the worst case scenarios for you.
Scratch that. We survived, so scratch that. You can relax now.
Are you sure? Because I've been. It's a lot of work to think of all this and try and remember this. I could help out and tell you like some of them.
I don't want to know worst case scenarios. How we all die in a fiery death right now, but later maybe that could be useful.
You should hear the ice one.
Really curious about that one too. But you remember Merritt, right? Merritt, we went to the cave with. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone else here remember Merritt?
Well,
who? You see some of the other crewmates?
Shit. Okay. So time, right? You live in all of it at once. And you don't know which one's real and which one's not and all that, right? So what if you go back in time and do something? Oh no, wait, that's not how you do it. Shit. How do I ask this? This is Merritt doesn't exist for some reason now. So, and I think he went back in time and killed his dad. So how does that work? So is he no longer real?
Past, they can't do any. This is correct, right? Past, you can't do anything to. That's what
You're
I
not
have.
supposed to be able to go back in time. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you
not supposed to
can't.
happen.
You can't do anything to the past, silly. The past is set.
Yeah, no one remembers him. And the only thing weird that I can think of that's the reason for that is he said he went back in time and killed his dad, which he said he did not do. And
Wait,
do what? Just
you
one
know what
question.
this means?
Yeah, what does that? What does it mean?
Yeah. Yay! Maybe that's why time broke. Welcome. You were all in our own new reality or something. We're all just different versions where maybe Merritt just never existed and we still remember Merritt, but here Merritt never existed or never joined us, or maybe we are all just dead.
Wait. So wait, hold on. So what you're saying is that at any given moment, any given time, anybody could just like cease to exist and nobody would even remember them anymore, and so we would just like die alone in obscurity and never having existed. But then we would know that we had the knowledge that we never existed, and then like, how do we even deal with that? Like, what is this? Like, I'm gonna go cry.
Time breaks, and that doesn't usually happen.
Wait. So, quick question for Ty. Do I have a memory of when a couple of kids were bullying me? I was running away, and then a madman in a coat arrived, in a fabulous coat arrived, and like threatened them with a gun.
Give me a brains roll. And you got 17. As you're standing there and thinking about it, you do remember somebody breaking in. There was something about the facility being compromised. There was a bunch of police that came in to find them. They searched for hours but never did.
But was this a memory before?
No. At least you don't think so.
But okay, so then that means that the past is not like done. It can be changed, and then what? Like, so that did happen. So how do we unmake it?
When you don't. This is you now.
That sucks! Our friend is not existing then, which I guess is the same as death. But you said the past does not get erased. How is it's confusing?
Yeah, that's why it broke.
So how do you break time then?
If I knew, I certainly wouldn't tell you. That's not something you would tell anybody.
What if I were trying to unbreak it by going in time and telling Merritt, don't fucking kill your dad, you idiot?
2 wrongs don't make an unbroken time.
Plus one
okay,
arrow
you know
for
what?
the joyful
I need to find a solution to this, Ty. I don't want like my crew members dying in like the beginning of the season, Ty. How do I do that? How do I change this?
I don't know. Guess you'll have to figure that out during the season.
How did he exist then for a minute? So he can only exist in the thing there.
There's reasons. So anyway,
Oh,
we'll
and
move
he
over
says with a cheeky smile.
to Aiden. Aiden, you hopped in the shower after Nova had allowed you. Sat in there for a while, and you, of course, saw the specter of Abraxas just kind of flood into the side of the room and look at you.
So, you have learned about how to create those plans, and now you have the strange madman's book.
Mm-hmm.
We can use that to our advantage, you know.
Oh, we could, and so could I. But do you know anything of this tablet?
The Icarian tablet that the thing keeps talking about? That tablet?
Mm-hmm.
No. Whatever it was from before the Sill arrived.
I see. Well, I have a little idea. And I'm going to venture off while Cal is having his rant and find somewhere a little more private and quiet. I'm going to use Borrowed Mind. I am going to reach out and see if I'm still connected to the ship's coordinate systems.
All right, so you're moving into the guest cabins. As you sit down on one of these little non-distinct beds, little cabinet, and then like a small lamp and a pen and paper nearby, and that kind of thing. Just a little place for anybody who visits. You sit in the middle of the room. You of course close the door, sit down on the bed, and then you reach out using Borrowed Mind. Give me a magical roll to see if you're connected to the ship's core.
28.
28. With the 28, you reach for the core, the thing that seemed to give limitless power to this effort. It is not on this ship anymore. You can sense it outside of the Aether Sphere somewhere.
Okay.
Lionel
then
left with it when he took off.
Okay. Am I still connected to the systems in any way?
You can still feel them. Some of the remnants of the ancient AI that used to be on here are still operating to keep some of the systems intact and to continue functioning as the computer for this ship. You can touch them.
I would like to scour it and see if it knows anything about the tablet.
As you start looking through whatever this thing is, give me a brains roll. We'll see how much information you're able to glean and what the ship knows. All right, with the 15, one, you can tell the ship was made not that long ago. By comparison, only about 300 years ago. The ship itself was kind of connected into a nexus of energy that was drawn throughout the entire universe, which gives it some insight. Some of the systems picked up while you were on the world temporal anomalies, and there seems to be some positions of these once this was discovered on the world that are stable in some different spots within the Aether Sphere. They seem to have some of the similar traces to what you dealt with there. Those might be a good place to look.
Excellent. I will note those down. And I will tell Abraxas about Lionel, the system, and the information we've gathered here.
Damn it, you left with it. The amount of good we could have done.
Oh yes, so much good. You're always in it for the good, aren't you?
Of course. Eradicating the Sill does all of the good.
Yes, and even if it costs the entire Aether Sphere in the process.
Anything is necessary to defeat them.
Well, not as exciting as I hoped it'd be. I guess we have some mysteries to solve before we figure out this riddle, don't we?
Yes, I guess we do.
And I'll go join the rest of the crew to listen to Cal's rant about people missing in timelines.
So you go and sit down at the table, and Ivan comes over and provides you some food, and kind of sits. It goes back to, you can hear thumping noises and some like liquid sounds and the occasional ow. And we move to Nohu, who has finished regaling, and then Cal comes in and starts taking over after the shower and talking to everyone, giving you the ample opportunity to potentially sneak off down to the engineering lab.
Yeah, I don't want to steal the spotlight of other people's having their time. So, yeah, I think I'll squander off over to the engine lab and start making a few bombs of myself.
All right. So as you step down inside of this place, you can see that there is just a square room. You know that it's engineering because it says it on the image outside. But as you're within here, you happen to see the engineer, the lead engineer for the ship. Where are you? It is navigator. That's not it. Yeah, not it. It's Alza, right? Yeah. So Alza's standing down inside of there, and you see her just kind of leaning against the wall, kind of staring at the ceiling. She looks up when she sees you. Hello, Kobold. What are you doing here?
Isn't this engine, supplies, and such?
It's engineering, yes. Are you lost, do you think?
No, I'm just, boy, Cal's has you really on a tight leash, right? Not a lot that I can see in here.
Well, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of automated systems that kind of provide the storage in ways that keep things out of the way, so that we have plenty of room for all kinds of stuff. It's neat. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it is neat. I mean, look, she like presses on a couple of panels on the wall, and you see the whole wall kind of flip over, and a bunch of stuff come out of it. The walls expand outward, and you see a container of scrap just lift up, surrounded by tools and equipment.
Oh, everything's inside the walls. Oh, that's so cool. That wasn't that like that when I was last here. These are like the best upgrades that somebody could have. But well, seeing it all so empty at the beginning really gives you like a bad taste as a thinker, you know.
Well, sometimes it is not what first appearances provide that gives you the details about what something truly contains. Some sort of life nonsense bullshit statement.
Hey, you want to see something that isn't what it appears to be?
Yes.
Cool. I'll go and make a bomb with a modification.
So you go sit down, you start putting these things together. You see her like move over and look over your shoulder. Well, that could be explosive. Is that supposed to be explosive?
Let's see what the table says. Oops, wrong table.
There we are. That is.
It is, but can you really trust your feeble arms to throw it as far away as it needs? How about a bomb that explodes at Mach 3?
Are you? Did you put a propulsion unit on a grenade?
Crazy ingenious, isn't it?
And a gauntlet? If you put that on your hand, isn't that just gonna blow you up and your target?
Well, if I'm close enough, why even waste with something like a simple explosion when it can be a rocket punch explosion?
I mean, that sounds amazing to watch, but if you're going to use it, can you tell me so I can stand about 500 feet away?
Well, unless something, I don't know, terribly important starts attacking us like right here, right now, I don't see any reason to use it.
True. So how did you do that anyway? I've seen a few kobolds out there that do some interesting things, we'll say. You removed all the safeguards on that explosive device, didn't you?
I mean, really, safeguards are just here to stifle creativity. Here, let me teach you how I did it, and I'll do another bomb with another different modification.
All right, give me another roll. Element of your choice.
Oh yeah, let's give it eyes then.
All right.
That's dispenser machine. Yeah.
So you made a cryo grenade?
Yeah. You know, we were just in a supposedly like really hot planet, or we still are technically, and everybody was like, "Oh, I'm suffocating. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, all of this toxic gas." So I thought of myself, you know, I'm going to give them a good time next time that something like this happens, and really fresh them up. And here it is.
You could also do something cool, like have a one-liner when you throw it, like, you know, freeze or something.
Oh, I know. Slow down your thermodynamics.
Ha! That'll get them.
Like
From there, we have Nohu working on these grenades and bonding with Alza down below. After having that conversation, realizing that your mate is now missing, Cal, you head to your quarters now.
No, that is now secondary. Birch can go crazy in there. I don't mind right now. I have other things to worry about. I'm going to try to figure out how to undo whatever's been done.
Oh no! Just so you know, Cal, I know you don't want to hear what bad things could happen, and I'm not telling you them.
Don't you?
But if you strike,
Merit saved your life. I think at one point he probably did.
I mean, multiple merits have saved.
Yes, yeah. Don't.
But also, multiple merits have been the cause of multiple eras' deaths.
Well, this is not reality, so don't
That's
you be
true.
telling me this is undoable. You literally said that it is impossible to change the past, and now you're saying it is possible. It just makes a different timeline. So let's make a new timeline where we go and take Merit back.
It should be impossible to change the past.
Yet it was possible, so now it should be possible to get Merit back.
Wrong should.
False. That is false. That wrong is false, so it is true. So, Ty, what do I do? Brains. Can I do brains to figure out what to do?
Give me
This is one brains roll to
sure.
break time, right?
What? You say roll brains, Ty?
Yeah, roll brains. Let's see if you can get an idea. Nope. You're thinking very hard and your head begins getting hot. But oh, there's an ace. Okay. Oh, that's worse. That's
Compassion! I can't let my guy die!
I mean, technically he didn't die. He's just not here.
Is it worse to have died or to never have existed?
Compassion. This. I don't think I need to make an argument about compassion with this.
I will accept compassion because he's somebody that you cared about. And you're trying.
Wait,
to figure out
what if I have to roll later to?
No. Keep it rolling. Come on, man.
There we go.
Ooh,
There we go.
19.
There we go. Yeah.
So, 1.
Also, that should be 20 because my brains is 1. Am I
You have
too tired or
-1
something?
because of your injuries. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So the only thing you can think of is you need to find either a powerful time mage, someone who's incredibly knowledgeable about this sort of thing, such as maybe Alice McCree, or I don't know, there's some legends out there that there are entities that might be powerful enough to reach through time and space. You know of one orc who might have more information. She's carrying over a dragon at the heart of the universe.
How far is the heart of the universe?
It's about 24 weeks away, so it's gonna take a little while to
That's not in the direction where Alice McCree is, I'm assuming.
It's roughly, well, you don't know because
Yeah,
you
that's
thought she
true.
was here on this world, and now you've lost the lead.
Yeah, wait, what was the point of even that? We don't even know what to do now.
The
Oh,
person with
shit.
a book that might be able to help you hasn't bothered to share with the class yet.
Just got out of the shower.
Yeah, true. At this point, you
Nova,
are
Nova.
over-
I guess I'm muse about this with Nova because she's the only person who's probably compassionate enough to try to help Merit. Also,
Yeah,
you know.
but if you were
my partner.
compassionate, you would have noticed that she had a small existential crisis, cried, and then ran away.
Oh. Well, I ran after you now. Then, well, I'm having an existential crisis as well.
So Nova, Cal rushes after Nova, and they find each other inside of the room. Nova, you are very sad at this moment, I'm sure, because your friend is gone.
No,
Maybe.
it's the whole 100 years alone in time without ever figuring out why or like how time worked, and then her friend Kaizen and the whole crack thing, and then that was actually never resolved. So she's just kind of triggered.
Oh, understandable. So you come in upon Nova. What does the scene look like as Cal comes in to speak with you?
Where I don't know where I went.
You rush to your room.
Would that be my room?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we share a room?
You share a room.
Okay, I don't know. It didn't establish. Yeah. No, I guess just probably sitting on the corner of the bed trying to get her shit together.
So you see her sitting there looking despondent as you come rushing into the room.
Nova.
Yeah.
You all right?
You know, it's the tib wibbly wobbly timey wimey. It's you know, it's fine. What's up? How are you? You look distressed.
No, wait, no, you look distressed, which I would notice because I'm compassionate. But yeah, you look distressed. Is it this whole time thing?
Yeah,
Time's weird.
it is. Well, and then we lost like Mom's trail. It blew up in a worm. And then now there's random people blowing up the worms that we were in, and I'm confused because it's like, are they nice? Were they trying to kill us in the worm, or were they trying to like cover their tracks and we just happened to be in the worm, or was it like somebody coming out and trying to help us by destroying the worm, knowing that we would be fine, or is it? And then what is this nature of existence, right? Like, could we exist? Like you, she grabs Cal's shirt. You could stop existing. Suddenly, you would just not exist. Or I could stop existing and you would never remember me and nobody would ever know that I existed. How do we deal with that? I'm sorry.
You know, it's okay. It's just, it's weird also having this conversation next to plant fella over there who's watching us
just
weirdly.
Sitting there, like, wave at you.
Yeah.
She's emitting like very dim light as well.
I thought there was a really nice ambiance in here.
Yes, thank you for that.
Maybe I'm intruding on a situation I may not be invited to.
It's fine. We're fine. I'm fine.
Keep hugging the plants. It's okay. I mean, but wait, we still exist. We remember merit, which means it's must be not as wibbly wobbly as it sounds.
Cal,
maybe.
That's very wibbly wobbly.
I know. I guess I've just proved my point there, but like, I know it's so bloody chaotic. Oh, I wonder why. Can't make meta jokes right now. I don't have the mind for it. I'm sorry about everything. This is all too much.
It's fine. I'm fine.
No, it's not fine. Yeah, it's like you get stuck in time for years. I know I don't find you because of this whole time bullshit. That's not fine. Our mate be disappearing is not fine. Our mom. Still kind of weird to say that, but our mom, being gone and all that thing, not us still being empty-handed is not bloody fine. Also, I don't think those fellas were trying to help us. There are competitors and they're pirates, and they're not really any other pirates that are nice as us, as far as I know. So probably trying to kill us, those bastards. Maybe they know something.
Maybe.
But we'll figure that out later.
Something we could try to do. I don't know. I think it's not fine, but I think it will be fine, and we can figure it out, right? Like, we'll just go forward. Yeah. What did Era say? Did Era clarify what happened? No, that's a stupid question. It's Era.
Era's negative, very pessimistic about everything. Doesn't believe and doesn't have dreams. That fella. Everything's a no. It's not possible until it is possible, and then it's like, oh, that happened then, but like not really. For someone who sees all the possibilities, doesn't see the right ones. That fella.
Time mages.
Wait, he's a time mage?
I don't know. I assumed so.
Well,
does time things. And
that's
he has 3
true.
heads.
Then he's supposed to be able to help us, but he doesn't, that bastard. What?
As you're having this conversation, the ship begins listing, and the alarm goes off, and Muriel shouts out over the comms. I guess I could have gotten comms ready while you were talking. Anyways, shouts over the comms.
We
we're
only
in the middle
for a very brief minute.
They came out of nowhere. Everybody, battle stations now! Now!
Muriel, really? Is this that important right now? It's trying to figure out this crisis here.
You hear an explosion nearby, and there's a sound
they've
of a
done
whip
battle
crack
stations
of
without me before. Fine. Oh, damn it. Okay.
So, Nova and Cal.
Let's go find you a battle station.
Birch, you get up with them. Everybody gets up to leave the room. And as you walk towards the door, things get a little strange.
Oh, because they were super normal.
Because they were so
Yeah, they were totally normal beforehand. Did I have any time to heal anything or get any regen back while I was vibing with my plant friends?
Yeah, everybody here is technically rested at this point. So.
Just like dig your little tootsies into the dirt with the plant.
Everybody's
They just
gotten
vibed
healed.
it.
Everybody's fully restored at this point. Medical
Oh.
aid's been provided, food and drink and rest for a few hours at least. So as you're walking towards the door, everything feels a little off. The air starts to get thicker, and the motes of dust seemingly stop moving. The air begins to solidify as Cal slows down in every step towards the door, and Nova does, and Birch does. You find yourself unable to move or even speak. You can sort of look around, and you think, but it's slowly. Suddenly, you find yourself twisting to see what's going on, and you look back towards your friends. And sitting on the bed nearby is a familiar face. That of Magistrate Carver.
Shoot him!
I just wanted to say,
But
Sinan was
different.
perched to be offended. Like,
No,
Sinan was perched
so-
to be just very
No.
offended.
So no scars line the side of his face. There are no
Looks
runes upon his
much-
skin.
Much more Robbie.
As he
now.
looks at you, he raises his hand in cautious manner as if to say, "Let me speak. I have no ill
Wait,
intent."
do I recognize him?
And Rob, if you would go for me.
Oh, he's ready! Oh, bloody hell, he's ready. Oh, fucking oh, shit. Do I recognize him? If I recognize him, I immediately attack him, punch him.
You are frozen in time.
I am?
Yes, you and the rest of the crew are.
Is there any way I can resist being frozen in time as with all my sheer force and energy and hatred for this fella?
Not right now. Era, if you will. Rob.
Hello again. Cal. Nova. You may not believe me when I say this, but it is nice to see you well. I'm here to give you my heartfelt apologies and regrets. You see, I've been here 100,000 times before, in different phases, shapes, forms, faces, and features. It never goes well, but I do have to keep trying. You may notice that everything has been unstable recently. There is a great darkness approaching, an end to things, and I've been unable to stop it. The others of myself that exist around are all amidst their own different efforts to achieve the same goal, keeping that darkness at bay. And until now, we have all failed. This is my final attempt. And in it, I hope you find purpose and reason to assist me. I know that at this time, this may seem an impossible task to you, but I hope that in time, you will see what I am trying to achieve. I know that now is not the right time, so I'll only say this. Things are about to get much more strange, and for that I'm sorry. I would like to help you see things in clear regard, however, let's try and put things in perspective. One future I see somehow, beyond all, gives even an old soul like me hope that we can beat this. Raise my hand and
So as Carver, Ketta's hand comes up, you feel yourself awash in mental energies, and you find yourselves in a different place whisked away. This is for Nova and Cal. As you are standing there, you're laying in bed suddenly. It is warm. There is a breeze running in through an open window nearby. Some sort of light summer air. Even in the darkness, it's very comfortable. The light covers upon you, feeling silken and delightful. You're in a city, and the room around you is warm and filled with things that you can see value in, things that you would enjoy, old trophies, images of friends and family, crewmates, laughter. You've gained some age, obviously, but being that both of you don't age as normally as, others, it doesn't seem to mean much. When a small cry rings out, Nova, you know it's Cal's turn to get the baby.
What? It's a lie. The baby's not real. It's a lie. No.
It's your turn, Cal. Go get the
It's a lie, really.
Baby.
Come on, Nova.
I'm trying to get out of it. Go get
You're
the
not
baby.
fake Nova. You're real Nova. It's fake. This is all.
Cal, you feel that cry one more time, and it kind of pierces to your heart. Something about it fills you with a hope you haven't had before, like a different version of warmth. You don't see yourself, or haven't seen yourself necessarily, as a parenting type, but you also didn't think it was possible.
I'll take the fake baby.
So Cal stands up and moves over to the crib, looking down, and this very wide-eyed, kind of orc-like, kind of elf-like looking ball of joy kind of looks up here and like squeaks at Cal, and then raises its little chubby arms.
For a fake baby, you're awfully cute and look like me, sorta. I'll take your fake baby, but like I know this is not gonna exist in 5 minutes, so
As you pick it up and you see it like holding on to its favorite little Nohu doll, the baby just kind of nuzzles and starts chewing on it, making cute little noises. And
yeah, see, you have a Nohu doll. I would have given you a Kirby doll. That's not real.
Pokey.
and
Give a
there,
kid a hedgehog doll, Cal.
for but a moment,
You're really cute, though. You look like the daddy. You little kitty, fake baby. You're so cute.
you feel the baby kind of like squeal and squeeze
big
into you,
baby.
and then it like reaches up and grabs a hold of your nose as you're kind of nuzzling, and then it just giggles at you. That baby.
Big baby.
And in that moment, it all washes away in wavy black lines. And
I knew you were fake!
fades. You feel a loss that you don't like, and you find yourself standing inside of your room once more. At this point, Ket is gone. The magistrate Carver is missing.
Well, I guess we're just gonna wait for the world to end because there's a fat chance I'm letting that guy get what he wants. Let it all get weird! Never helping you, you bastard! Wherever you the hell you are.
Cal, do you think maybe that's just a little bit rooted in some unresolved issues that possibly could be handled in a healthier way?
Fine. Maybe we should help people. Maybe we should figure out a way, but not in that guy's terms. No, we should find another way. Our mom, she probably knows what's going on, so let's find her.
Fuck that guy. Get Alice McCree.
Yeah. Fucking bastard trying to tell me, oh, you need to save the world because if you I can help you. Fuck you liar. Lying bastard.
Suddenly, there's a crash as a cannonball shatters through the wall right near where you're at. As it shatters in, we move out to the other crew. So, Era, you're sitting upon the deck when you suddenly see blasts of energy about to go through the side of the hull.
Can I do anything about that?
You could attempt to. What do you want to try?
So how much chaos would it be? Like this look like this is like a lot of like energy look like it's about to hurt the ship.
Yes.
Okay, great. How much chaos would it be to basically just have it hit all of me instead?
You're gonna draw all of the fire through the wall into you?
All of it.
Okay, 3 chaos would get all of it.
Great. Let's do it.
All right,
Because
Era.
we've rested, right? Where I'm
You have rested.
back and full up. Great. Let's go.
Give me a magical roll. Get higher than a 15. Oh, you got a 15. That's not higher than a 15.
All right. Ace.
There's an ace. Era is rolling again to draw in a bunch of blasts from the side. That's a 12. It's not it.
Well. Yeah, and the +1 doesn't help with the natural roll,
It does
right?
not have
Because
to
you're
work with a
yeah,
natural
no.
roll. Has to be a natural roll still.
All right. You know, I don't think endurance
here we
works
go.
here. So let's roll some chaos.
Chaos coming to Era. There's an ace from McSherry.
All right.
So close. There's chaos coming to Era.
Incredible. Let's do it.
Whew. Anyone in the affected area's equipment, clothing, gun supply, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna launch everybody's equipment into the roof of the ship instead of doing what you were trying to do.
Does that include the cannonball coming through?
It's not a
It
cannonball.
just loses velocity and gently rises to the top?
No, that's not how that's gonna work.
It could
Well,
die. That was your
wouldn't
choice.
It wouldn't
That
make
makes
the
sense.
energy go up because the target was the energy.
No, the target is you. You're trying to draw the
Gotcha.
energy to you.
Can I use endurance to re-roll that?
Yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Rerolling the chaotic effects.
Something worse.
All targets in the area explode in a fountain of gore if they are killed. They cannot be restored by any non-magical means if that happens.
You got the Fallout Bloody Mess
So
perk.
you have
Sure did.
you have now made it so that every crew member and every individual on this ship will now explode if they get knocked to 0 health and will be gone forever. You are all awash in a painful sensation for a second and feel more mortal than you ever have before.
I am immortal. I feel great. Oh, what is this horrible feeling?
So, you still have a moment before it strikes. Do you say anything at this point? You just kind of raise your hands and everybody looks at you like, what? Hit the deck, you yell out. Some of the crew
Yeah.
kind of look at you strangely and prepare to do so. Aiden, from where you're sitting at. So, as you are there, and you're going to continue doing what you had been doing, and getting ready to go out and deal with the crew, you hear Abraxas go,
What? Wait, something happened. We're in a different place.
What do you mean we're in a different place?
We're in a different place. We're not near where we were. That's what I mean. We've gone somewhere.
Well, where are we?
I would say 400 years ago.
400 years ago.
Think so. It's what it feels like. I was stuck on a gut. We were inside of the planet at that time.
I have never heard you talk about feelings, so let me just take a moment here. Okay, what do I see?
So you look out the window, and outside of where you're at, you see that the Zephyr is seemingly in the middle of a full-scale war going on. Airships everywhere, firing left and right. You can tell some of them are ancient elven ships, and others look similar to the modern Empire. You seem to be in the heart of a combat, a skirmish between the monarchy and the Empire during the Great War.
Safe to say about 400 years ago. What are we on?
You're on the Zephyr.
I'm on the Zephyr still. Do I feel its core?
You do not. It still
Damn it.
seems to be the same.
Really?
How the fuck? Where are we? What is going on? Do you have a memory of this war?
As Abraxas looks out to the side and kind of points out there, he just states,
Look, there's more. There's sections. There's sections. I can feel them.
and you see a blast come in and slam into the side of the hull at that point in time, causing everything to shake before he states that fact. Nohu, back over to you. You're inside of the engineering room, and you're working on some bombs. And as you're sitting there, suddenly the vehicle shakes. You hear Muriel's voice over the radio stating that we're under attack. Everybody at battle stations. What do you do?
Gotta run to the battle station, of course. The battles of the station is that there is available. If there's a cannon, it has to be the biggest one.
And you
If
saw
there's
those.
a ballista, there has to be the heaviest one.
You do know that there is a rather large front-mounted cannon on this device. You also have seen the smaller ones on the side of the vessel, just past the mess hall. So you start running through the hallway and up the stairs, and you get about 10 feet up when you see a shimmer in the air, and the stairs disappear, and you find yourself falling. As you do so, you end up in a kitchen. You see a small gray box. It's got this humming noise coming out of it, and there seems to be a small object in a rectangular cylinder that is spinning. It smells like processed cheese, and as it does so, there's a ding, and it seems to turn the light off in this small box. Some sort of food product is inside of it, and around you, you hear bubbling and the sounds of screaming happening. You see a couple of individuals running through the halls, shouting for help. And suddenly there's another figure, looks like a human, that just goes running by and then leaps through the air onto the side of this individual wearing like some sort of white apron, probably wait staff, and sink their teeth directly into this guy's neck.
Bye. I know I was hungry, but ugh. Anyway, what's inside this contraption with cheese in it?
You walk over.
Never mind the neck biting and probably blood artery squirting, but what's with this cheese?
So you walk over to the little cheese thing. You try to figure out how to open it. And then using your technical prowess, you realize there is a release mechanism, a lever, that you press, and it depresses into the front of the box, and its spring-loading pops open. And as it does so, you see this delightful-looking pastry that is dripping some sort of red goo that's probably the temperature of magma. And there's some sort of sausage inside of it that seems to have spilled out slightly. There's a container around the outside, some sort of little box with some sort of heat substrate or something on it. You don't know.
I know it's going inside my mouth and into my stomach, so what's the hurry?
So,
what's the delay?
You grab a hold of it, and being immune to heat, you can still feel how hot this is through that protection that you have, immunity to fire damage. And as you chew upon it, it gives you a nice spicy kick. It's actually quite delightful. You've never had anything like it before.
Oh, I need to. Does somebody have the recipe of this? This is really good, you know?
So in that moment, as you are standing there inside of this little restaurant chewing on this thing, a woman bursts into the room behind you. She's been spinning back, firing a weapon of some kind into something in the room behind. And as she turns to look at you, you see her standing there with a gun in one hand and a lollipop in the other. And she looks at you. If you would, please, Penny, how do you react to some sort of strange lizard standing in the middle of the room eating a Hot Pocket?
Is that my Vampire Masquerade Penelope character?
Yes, it is.
I'm on a spaceship?
Currently, you're inside of a restaurant.
Hey, get rid of it's my Hot Pocket. You know how long it took me to find a Hot Pocket out here? Stay away, little lizard guy thing. My Hot Pocket.
So
I didn't see your name in that. No name.
That's gross.
So from that moment, suddenly someone bursts in from the side, and knowing that things are dangerous, and shouting for someone named Todd, we see Darian. How do you react to Penny running in on someone who's currently stealing their Hot Pocket? A giant lizard standing in the middle of the room. You haven't seen this sort of werewolf before.
He's eating my Hot Pocket.
Between me and it, what are you? Where are we?
He's a Hot Pocket eating monster is what he is.
We eat Hot Pockets?
You
Hot
don't.
Pockets have that perk.
I'm sorry, you're being very rude, you know? You're bothering somebody in the middle of some stacks.
He speaks some weird language I can't understand.
Why have you not grabbed Penny's Hot Pocket yet? Get the fucking Hot Pocket!
He's already eaten the Hot Pocket!
So there's another small box nearby, and it seems to have some weird words that you can kind of get the gist of. And this is pepperoni flavored Hot Pockets is written on the box. Know there's like 3 or 4 more of these inside of an open bin that is kind of lifted up here at the moment. But you can also hear the sounds of sirens in the distance. And there is individuals wearing strange uniforms, wearing hats, guns, and batons that seem to be running in after these 2 individuals.
Oh, well, all of those seem very interesting. I got the box and run away.
All right, so
My
you grab
axe!
some, and you turn to run, being chased by these two individuals. As we see Birch and who else was it on this? Hold on, there's another. Yep, it's Birch and Nova. So you all start heading up to your positions as quickly as you can, trying to find your way to battle stations. And in front of you, Cal turns and runs up the stairwell off to the side. And as the two of you kind of chase after him, heading towards your positions on the ship, you turn and suddenly there's this ripping sound, and you're now standing somewhere different. Outside of a tavern? You can see a giant red sky filled with dark clouds, and you hear the sound of combat coming from within. Someone screams out for help. Looking around you, you see dark armored soldiers marching the streets. They seem to be killing civilians errantly. And inside the tavern in front of you, you see a barmaid, you suppose, that is within, that is being hunted down by these individuals.
Well, if someone cries out for help, I'm literally obligated to do so. But I'm gonna hold on to Birch because we were already because I was like, "Come on, Birch, like let's go find you a battle station." So like I still have her arm.
That's a smart idea.
I don't.
Give Birch a battle station.
You know what? We'll find somewhere useful for you. Anyway, right now, I guess we go into the strange.
Yeah.
You rush inside to see a bunch of soldiers attacking individuals within. There's a crumpled figure laying on the floor nearby in a rather thick fur coat that is kind of holding onto its sides as people kick and stab at it, like shouting in joy.
Whoa, whoa!
As
Wait.
you burst in, you need to get their attention, but just waving and shouting might not do it. How do you do this?
I'm gonna throw a. Actually, I'm gonna take a page out of my mom's book. I'm gonna flip my gun and I'm gonna shoot it at the sky.
Bang! You fire a gunshot into the
It's for a
ceiling.
two-story building and someone's not.
Everyone
freaking out.
stops and
Yeah.
turns surprised, unsure what that was, because that type of thing doesn't exist here. In that moment, Ulfang, if you would, as you stand up from the floor and you happen to find yourself surrounded by all of these
What is that?
individuals.
The goodest boy.
Oh, thank
I
God.
love heels.
You had just been on the verge of death, and
He's
suddenly
the
a
best.
distraction has pulled enemies off of you. A moment before, you saw Bernhard turn and run into the streets.
Wait. I forgot Wolfang. I haven't played Wolfang in a while. What? I did not die. Thank you, lady. Wolfang, thanks you. Good
I don't
lady.
know, it's quite right.
Jesus, adorable.
Good lady.
Anyway.
Bernhard! Where Bernhard?
You see soldiers turn, their ears ringing. The
Did
chrism
your Skix
has
think
turned
will
with
come in
blades
dog
drawn
form?
as they approach.
Very cute.
I hide behind good lady.
So you rush over to the
Hey,
side.
good.
And we then
Ooh.
see Cal, you and Era. Era, you were sitting at the table, and you had begun like standing up, yelling out, hit the decks. A blast rips across the side of the vessel. Only, it was not the energy you were anticipating. You see sparkles, you see time scattered, and it seems like the very fabric of the universe is torn asunder temporarily. Some of what is occurring outside, the draw in of the vessels, hits you and Cal at the same time. You find yourself inside of a small sewage tunnel of some kind. And within it, as you're standing there, Cal, looking around, you hear someone shouting out in pain. Tied to a table not too far from you is a small Skixen. Someone bearing a visage that looks very surprisingly like the Seapaw Industries logo. Crackpaw, what do you say to them as you find yourself tied up on this table, having been tortured by one Herschel McCree for secrets that you happen to have?
You'll never make me speak, you dastardly folk kind. You'll understand this greatness that is Crackbar. Just wait. You'll wish that you were never born a folk again. This kicks a world.
Hello, mate. You need a hand?
I need like another the one that stops growing from the pain, you filthy animal.
Why? Do I know a crackpot? Isn't a crackpot like famous?
Crackpaw is famous. If this is Crackpaw, he died like 30 years ago.
Hi, are you dead?
Yeah, you crackpot. I thought you died.
I don't know. Are you talking about the fifth or the fourth time? I've lost count already.
Oh, say no more. And I'm just gonna go over to like untie them.
As you've been
Wait, no,
untying him,
I believe he makes zombies, so I don't know if he's like safe to save.
He was always the nicest boy.
I think he was killed by a goblet bocce zombie.
Nice.
so,
No, you're wrong. I made skicks and zombies because skicks are the real race.
Oh, I know a Skixon who would like kill you if he heard you say that, but never mind. Yeah.
So-
What's going on here? Who did this to you?
If
As
we
you-
let you go, will you make the zombies nice?
as you state that, you hear the sound of footsteps surrounding you. And Crackpaw, you're aware that the Master's defenders are on their way.
Oh shit! Pistol
You
out.
see a large amount of these start pouring into the room around you.
Why is that place upside down?
What the fuck? What is this?
That's
And
totally
with
shit.
that terrifying visage, we fade to black as we go to our break.
Why are the legs so alluring, though?
We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
you guys.
Hello, everyone, and welcome
Hi.
back to Wraith.
Hello.
Yes, shit has gone sideways.
Did you
She's
see
got
that
tiny
that
tiny-
thing? That
That
the bald
thing?
the
That
bald
thing.
arm is
So at this
I can't
point
stop
in
looking.
time, all of you
Stop,
are
Steven.
sort
X
of
out of it.
faced
Such
with
nice
some
arms.
threats.
Arms.
It's closed. It's closed.
If you would, please give me a initiative roll. Now remember,
No.
Era has blessed all of you with the ability to die permanently if you hit 0 HP.
Oh shit.
We're not in that time anymore. That's
That
null and
effect hit
void.
you before you travel.
Wow, I am rolling like hot
So
shit.
Cal, you got a 21.
Bloody hell.
Nova, you got yourself a 13.
That's my lucky number.
And Era, where are you at? You got a 5. Let's see. And Birch, you got a 4. Well done. And then Nohu, you got a 21.
Listen,
And
this is
8
as spiritual as I
menaces.
get, but the dice know how bad Aaron is supposed to be at things. The dice understand.
Any counterpart that you will be playing with in this scene will be running on the same initiative as your other character, just so you are aware. And we'll be starting off today. Let's see.
Wait, I rolled a Nova's luck initiative roll, not a
Yeah.
Penelope's luck.
It's true. It's fine.
They should roll like 10d10s, right?
No.
Yeah. You gotta use
Yeah.
masquerade rules.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I do not.
I
This
still
is
have my
Aether
character sheet
Steamworks. I
somewhere.
can translate any system into Aether Steamworks. I'm sorry. So we are going to begin with Cal Ronan, who happens to be inside of the wrong map. Is it this one? Yes, you're in this one and in the other one. So you're on
feel
this
like
map
we're
as
all on the wrong
Ulfang,
map.
What?
and
Oh,
you're in this map as Cal, surrounded by leg creatures. So which one do you want to start with, Ulfang or Cal?
No leg creatures. Ew. I'd much rather watch the thing. Those were even prettier.
So I guess you're starting with Ulfang then?
Yes, Ufang.
So
Creatures,
for your
why do
alternate...
you look scary like that? Red eye, new. Ah!
So for any of these add-on characters, you will just be rolling a d20 for stuff, and I'll be adding stats. You can try to do anything that your character could have done previously. If you can't think of it, just get creative. That's they're counted as NPCs in this at the moment. So go ahead, Ofang. What are you doing?
What are they?
These things?
Were
Well,
they
as you
those
stare at
mercenaries
them,
who tried to kill Ulfang and one succeed?
they seem to be that, only they seem to be glowing with some sort of ephemeral energy that's kind of glittering around the edges of them. Everywhere they walk, they start to dissolve the environment nearby.
What Ulfang have on him to
You
kill?
have your studded leather, you've got a long sword and shield in either hand, and that's
Shield,
that's all you
bark
have.
shield with name of clan
Yes,
written.
with the name of your clan written upon the inside.
Ooh, I
The
have
Dark
horn.
Mane clan.
I have horn. The
You still have your
of
horn.
Clan. Maybe I can do it on ear, make them go ah.
They just got done doing that though.
No, not hurt Ulfang, new friend. Ah! I charge with shield and try to bash them in the head with it, and also stab.
All right,
stab,
so
stab.
Ofang,
Pointy.
you have 3 attacks at this level, so you can swing your shield and then stab twice with your sword.
Okay.
So give me a
Swing.
shield strike. The opponent defends themselves, bringing up their shield in retaliation, trying to block you. And you strike right across the face of this thing. Give me a d8 damage plus 3.
That bad
4
roll.
points of damage.
Ulfang get ace.
If you can use the aces that you have as Cal, if you
That not
Oh,
fair.
I should get a free.
Not
ace.
fair.
Fine, I will give
Why?
you one.
I'm not from Aether
I will
and
give you
Steamwork. Don't
one.
get ace.
You want
One free ace for your characters, sure.
As if not the xenophobia of my world exists. Now also other worlds I have suffer. Grr.
You need
How many
to
ace?
learn to stop at the
One.
sale.
One ace.
One. Okay. That's just 1, 3, and I stab.
All right. So go ahead and give us another attack. The opponent tries to defend themselves again, this time getting a 7 versus your 9. You strike with a stab. You get another d8 plus 4 damage for the sword.
Huh.
There's 10 points. And your final stab. Give me another swing. The opponent now gets, really bad. And you strike again. Go ahead and roll for damage. Bang, bang. So Ulfang jumps in and just slash, armor shattering. This individual taking some serious strikes.
To Nova says to Birch, like, it's a very stabby puppy.
Can I grr at others? See scared?
Give me another roll to see if you can intimidate.
Grr.
Your grr comes out, and two of them like stagger back, stepping back to like cautiously approach. You have removed one of their actions for their turn.
What was that?
I feel like he has a lot of pent up anger in him. I'm just getting that kind of sense.
I just want to push.
I feel like this is not the best time to be like doing a speech.
Now switching back over to Cal.
Oh, you say good boy. I am good boy. I'm a good boy. I am a good boy.
Cal, you've got the legendary Crackpaw now removed from the table nearby. Era behind you, and a bunch of leg spiders all closing in.
We're fine. +4 to everyone.
You're gonna use "we're fine."
Yes.
All right, for the next round, everybody in this area gains +4 to all of their rolls.
Wait. Does it look like they have ears?
Not really.
I guess I'll shoot then. Yeah.
All right, so you give out. How do you say we'll be fine? You just do it. We'll be fine. Like that's what you do.
I mean, look at them. I mean, wait. I mean, look at them. This just looks like almost like a circus act. This is not intimidating now. We're good. We're good, right? How many realities are there where we die here?
As many as there are that they're all infinite.
I think those are good odds. If so, you're saying they're intimate odds of us surviving?
Well, I mean,
yes, that's what that meant. That's what that meant.
Totally.
So yeah, we're good. We're infinitely likely to survive this. That's the highest number there is. Let's do this.
If you think about it that way, yeah.
I really love Cal's glass half empty or half full kind of attitude.
All right, so
I have a skill that requires me to look this way.
It's true. So
it's called "We'll Be Fine."
Everybody here gets +4 for the next round on their rolls. That includes everybody in the crew and the party that is kind of tethered via time at the moment. So everybody has +4 to their rolls for the next round. For your next turn, basically. Cal, then you take a shot at which one?
The one nearest to me.
So this guy right here.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll. The creature just kind of moves towards you without caring that it's being shot at, but did have a problem.
Does it look like wait, what was I? Never mind. Oh, do I get the +4 as well?
Yes.
Cool. That is
so you got a 23. And the opponent critically failed. So when you strike this thing, do you see a weakness on them that allows you to have an easier time hitting them in the future? Or do you do triple damage to the first one you see? Can't hear you, you're muted.
Weakness in them. Can I share the weakness with the others?
You can attempt to do that, yeah. So they seem to have a soft fleshy bit right underneath the base of where the neck should attach. If you can strike that, it'll make it easier for you to take these things down.
Cool. Target them in the neck. There's a fleshy bit there. It's easy to get them out or kill them.
And
These
then,
are shoddily made.
Bang! Give me your damage roll as you shoot this thing. You need to update your fantasy grounds, Steven. All right. 9 points of damage. You strike this thing, and that doubles to 18. This creature just, and you see it just kind of squeak, and you see the fangs and mandibles kind of move with this gelatinous motion, as it's mostly skin with bits of bone underneath.
Yeah.
And,
Stay back, or worse is gonna happen. I think those goes without saying, but I don't know if you have ears.
It does not appear to. But then you could be wrong. You don't know. And we now
Goodness
move
knows
on
where they are.
to Nohu. So Nohu, you are on this map. Hold on a second. Nope, not that one. Why is it so hard for me to find the right damn maps? There we go.
Probably 'cause
No,
you have like 15
you're there.
open.
And you see these strange dark armored figures moving towards you.
Do I recognize? They don't seem to even be from my timeline or whatever, or do I have any recollection of those creatures?
Give me a brains roll. Let's see if you can tell. Oh, that was almost an 18. 9's not gonna do it for you.
You know, never mind. I've got hot pockets. That's all that I care about. So I need to start to. Oh, they're closing in. Curses. Any other exit options available to me specifically?
Give me a magical roll. Let's see how much you can tell where an exit might be. 11. There is some sort of exit south of you. You can tell that. You're not sure how, but you can feel it.
All right. For the time being, I'll scurry about. Is this some sort of... Oh, this was the contraption, I'm guessing, that I found the hot pockets in?
Yes.
Is it big enough that I can climb on it?
You're gonna climb on top of it? You
Inside
can.
of it.
Inside of it might be a bit harder with your stuff. If you got rid of everything, you might be able to climb in.
Oh, man. All right, now I'll just try to hide beneath the table.
So you climb underneath the table and just kind of duck and hide there.
Ace for
Yeah.
McSherry. Did we call that one?
Ace to Nohu. Ace to Nohu.
No.
Didn't
Yeah,
call
thank
it.
you.
We move from there, and I'm assuming you're holding any other actions at the moment, Nohu?
Yeah.
Okay. Move to Nova. Do you want to start with Nova or with Penny?
I don't. That's not. I don't get paid to make these kind of decisions. You go. Your world.
Well, we're on this map, so you're gonna start with Penny.
Let's do it that. Penelope then.
You see what were police officers that had been called upon you, that had been chasing you and Damien after a bit of a botched job. The local prince seems to have sicked individuals, but as they've walked through the hall, they have shifted and changed. They seem to be these figures in dark armor that are causing black lines and cracks to appear upon the walls around them.
Maribel? Are they coming at us? That was an Encanto joke. No one got it.
They are coming at you, and a Keno on your shoulder just caws at them.
Okay. Well, I don't really know what to do. I guess so. The weird lizard person has disappeared underneath the table that was stealing my, clearly probably some kind of demon, maybe, or something like that. Maybe a gargoyle or something.
Might be a gargoyle.
It could totally be a gargoyle. Hot pockety.
It was
gargoyle.
ugly, whatever it was.
Right. But now apparently there's cops, but they're turning into things.
Yes. But
It's
it might
the
be some
eye,
sort of
isn't it?
glamour. I mean, you are a fae after all.
I think that yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm thinking that they're just, eye people. So I'm gonna go hide underneath the table with the gargoyle.
With the gargoyle?
Yeah.
All right. You rush across the
Oh, no.
distance and immediately squeeze under the table as well.
Just-
All right.
Seems safer under here.
So
Well,
you're
I-
Just
hiding
under there munching hot pockets.
for the moment. And
She takes one of
can't
the
eat.
hot pocket.
we will go back to the tavern, where we now have Nova standing there, 4 soldiers, Ulfang rushing forward to swing in on these individuals. And what do you do?
Security puppy. I'm going to. So when I look at them, I'm gonna try to not be as biased as Nova Notiera's 2 fluffy, adorable animal creatures, and try to suss out whether or not these individuals that are attacking said puppy men are like bad guys.
You had seen some of them murdering some of the folk in the town.
Okay, they were murdering people.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot them.
Okay, which one do you want to shoot first?
Which one was the one that got that last really good rib kick into the puppy man?
This guy here. Just the
I
one
can't
that's
find
just
my
a little
map.
bit
There's
past.
Tyrion,
Wolfang.
there's so many maps. There's the Empire.
I've been just closing maps that I am not currently on,
Yeah,
and
just
we'll
keep-
bring them back
That's
up
what
when
I
that
was
changes.
trying to. Oh, there we go. Ruined Tavern. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot then the Dark Soldier number 3 with Alice's revolver because nobody should kick puppy men in the ribs.
Give me your attack roll.
Okay. Let's see if I can find that screen. I'll just click.
So many screens. That is a 12. You have succeeded. You hit him
It's technically a 16 because of the +4.
right in the
Thank you.
chest. That is a
This is
16.
good.
So go ahead and roll for damage and add 4 to it. That is a
12.
12. And because this is a bullet, and this individual doesn't actually have any sorts of protections against it in this universe, it takes times 3 damage. So that is...
I brought a gun
12
to a
times
knife fight,
36.
bitch.
Bang! A shot goes off, and that figure just hits the floor, and you see it kind of crack and turn into ash
Yay!
and dust.
Barty gave us all an
Barty!
ace.
Barty gave everybody 2 aces.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Hey,
Yay!
Barty, thank you. Which everyone? I guess that's true. Which everyone?
Which everyone.
That's
Does he
That's
not
up to you
want
to
to
decide, I
load
suppose.
Carl and Nova once again with 10 aces each?
That was
Not this time, apparently.
that was that Barty? That was
That
last
was a
coffee
party.
bean,
That was
wasn't
last coffee bean, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Friend.
He's
LCB
the
came
one,
in.
right?
10 aces to each of you.
Yes.
So,
Can I shoot the other one with my extreme prejudice?
prejudice against which one? The one that is engaged with Ulfang or one of the others?
Well, Alfang seems to have under control the
yeah,
stabby
he's doing
stabby.
great.
And I don't want to accidentally hit the puppy man.
That makes
So
sense.
I will go for Dark Soldier number 2.
Alright, go ahead and give me your attack roll.
And that's prejudice.
The opponent gets 15.
I'm gonna
So you got plus
use
4.
one of my many aces.
It's a
You didn't need
15.
to. That would have
You
been a
would tie.
Did
15.
I not? Okay, well then I'll take it then.
So you would have
I'll give it
succeeded,
back.
so you give your ace back. Go ahead and roll for
I
damage.
did.
And add 4 to it.
Nice.
So that is 14
Oh.
times 3 is 30,
Jesus.
42. 14? No. Yes.
Bang,
32.
bang, bang.
Bang! That soldier gets knocked backwards. It didn't take quite as much damage as the other one, did it? Did it? No, yeah, it did. It's down.
Did. This is really
Bang.
fun. It's like
Honestly,
when
I
you
don't think
play,
I even need to do anything. I'll just stand
Right?
here.
it's like when you play a game and it's really hard, and then like you go up a bunch of levels and then go back to the beginning levels and you just like cream everything. That's how I'm feeling right now.
So this soldier rushes over and jumps on top of the bar, and
Oh,
then swings in with its sword towards Birch.
wow, that was rude. I was the one who
You
shot
didn't
me.
even do anything.
I didn't even do nothing.
It tries to hit you, and it gets a 16 to strike, Birch. You're going to take a hit. Ulfang,
Oh,
you can intercede.
she's got a
If
bunch
you'd
of
like.
aces. Let her give her a
No,
chance.
friend, no hurt friend.
Or the puppy dog.
The ally is close
That's
enough, you
true,
can
right?
use your additional benefits to defense to just roll a defense roll for Birch if you'd like, with your shield.
Do it, puppy man.
Get it. Oh.
That is a
Ah,
7 plus
Ace.
4 is a 13.
I use Ace from Otherworld.
Okay.
Hey.
That is a 19, and with that, you just bring the shield in and bash that individual
Sure.
Sure. You bash their
Greatly
sword away.
appreciate it. Thank you, puppet man. Do you have a name?
Name, Ulfang.
Greatly appreciated.
What
That-
name you?
Birch.
Birch. Good lady, Birch.
Can we take him with us, Nova?
I'm sure Cal won't mind.
So
No, it'd be
in
great.
this moment, soldiers come pouring into the restaurant, surrounding where Penelope and Nohu are, and they first and foremost notice Damien. They're standing there. They look over
because
at
the
you.
rest of us are hiding under tables.
They
Damien
just
is
Eating
just
hot
the table.
pockets.
They just kind of make weird noises when they talk.
They're from Twin Peaks.
Fuck you. Join and I'm drone strike.
You're calling it a drone strike on the building?
Yes. That specific area of the building.
He has a small drone. We're not talking military drones. It was
It's
a
not
small
a military drone.
It's indoor drone.
That's right. You did have a small drone.
Yeah.
So where are you focusing that at?
Well, send me the image and I'll tell you because my fantasy grounds crashed.
There you go.
It's a plethora of
There's two
maps.
behind you, and there's two in front of you.
Do the two in front of me. They're further away from all of
All right.
us.
Give me a d20 roll. We'll see how successful you are. Currently, you have a plus 4, 5, 6, 7. You have plus 7 to this roll.
Sweet. Hope I didn't modify it, but yeah.
That's a critical failure.
Okay, could you not though? Maybe.
Oh well, let's just ace that, y'all. Thanks, Marty. Love you. Try that again. Hey,
Nice.
20.
20 does succeed. One of these targets critically fails, so your choice. Do you discover something about them, or does it knock into its ally and knock it down, causing both of them to take extra damage?
Let's learn something about them.
All right.
No, I'll just tell
So
him.
your drone kind of zips in from the hallway where it had been doing the scanning as you're holding your little micro laptop in one hand. And it just drops a bunch of micro explosives all over their backs. As it hits them, you see them kind of flicker and fade, and you see the bodies of police that are getting hit by this, and then they're switching back. Something about them doesn't seem of the Earth.
Whoa, of the Earth. Okay.
So the only thing you can think of is that mages, you've heard tell of them. They kind of break reality sometimes.
It's the eye.
Gotta be magic. Todd, tackle one.
You see like a little individual come rushing out from the side to smack at him. Do I have a token for Todd? Let me see if I have a token for Todd.
I mean, there's been so many iterations of Todd. You have to have a Todd in there.
Wait,
somewhere.
Todd has art now. Please tell me Todd has art now.
I didn't actually draw Todd, no. But
Oh, Todd.
We'll make this little.
But does Todd really ultimately deep down deserve art?
Sure.
Oh, poor
Yes,
Todd.
Todd.
You know, it's not his
That's Steven
fault.
talking.
Yeah.
Darian,
He-
fuck Todd.
Todd's
Where
obviously
are
got
you,
like
Todd?
probably had a bad relationship with his parents. You
Todd
know, never
definitely
felt
has.
like
Todd.
he belonged. Is
Todd's
trying
on the
too
map
hard
now.
to be part of the crowd. You know.
He rushes over to the side.
He's really just trying
Yeah,
to.
yeah, Damien. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, anything for you, man.
Yeah, just poke it in the eye. Let me know if it shits.
He rushes over and like just swings in those two fingers and like pokes him in the eye.
Yeah, did you say poke him in the eye and let me know if he shits?
He said shifts.
Oh, I heard shit.
Same
Let
thing
me-
you did, and I was like, "You've been living in Arizona too long. That's some redneck stuff right there." All right, poke him in the eye, see if he shits. Ted, thank you.
That's not what I said.
You're making me cry from my nose. Knock it off.
Sorry.
Anyway, you make me teary-eyed. It's hard to deal with. So he rushes forward, swings in with those two fingers just towards this thing's eye. But this is a vampire
Pokes
thrall,
with two fingers.
and he has abnormal
Stooges.
strength, and that hand just into the thing's eyeball, sinking all the way up to his knuckles. And Todd goes, "Ew!" And you just see him like his hand starts struggling as the creature grabs a hold of his wrist. You can see
But does
cracks
the
begin
enemy
appearing
shit?
on Todd's arm, and he just starts going, ah, ah, ah! You see his skin start dissolving.
Oh, you
No shit?
suffered worse. Did it shift or not?
It did seem to,
Shift.
for a split second, shift until it is, back to normal.
I'm gonna say that forever.
This soldier
Poke it in the
behind
eye
you,
and see if it shits.
the dark figure
Steven,
behind
poke
you,
him in the eye,
reaches
see if it shits.
down to where its hip is and draws out what looks like a Glock 9 to fire at Damien. Give me a defense
I
roll,
will-
Damien.
No.
Guns in this world.
You just roll d20.
D20? D20.
That'll be all your rolls pretty much at the damage. That's a
Why?
critical failure.
What is going on?
They don't like Darian.
Darian,
Because he didn't
yes.
shit.
No, he
Oh,
didn't
you-
shit. He said,
I'll use another goddamn ace.
All right.
Huh?
And 6. You do still have +4 because it's not the end of the round yet. So that puts
All right,
you at
10.
a 3 plus 7 total again. So that's 7 plus 6 is 13 versus your opponent's 7, 8. So you have defended. Todd this time, or Todd, not Todd. Darian turns and you see the bullet just kind of through his arm, and then it just kind of heals over. By the way, Nobu.
Still Darian's turn. I will use my super speed, run behind it, and slash its throat.
Not your turn yet. You were on enemy's turns, but you have technically 3 reflexive actions, so that would be yours. And now we go to leg monsters. So yeah, the leg monster spider here rushes over towards Cal, and it just kind of lunges forward, and you see that little mandible thing flip up. The head underneath of it is kind of dangling, kind of twists back and goes, and you see it like try to pierce you with those fangs.
Ew, get away from me. Yeah.
It gets a 15 to strike.
I don't even, defense, you fucker.
That is a 19.
Get away from me.
How do you defend yourself against this larger than you creature? Well, not quite. You are an orc. You're relatively tall. So
I just go like, ew.
You're just
and
gonna
I'll try
push
to
it
stand
away.
aside.
As you
I'm
push against the front of it, you get a hold of one of those fleshy bits above the mandibles,
Oh.
and the large hairs kind of like rub up against your hand.
Oh, it's so hairy. Get away. Go. I'm gonna shoot you, but like, it's too disgusting to even reach right now.
You see more of them making their way towards you.
Oh, they even sound weird while they come towards you.
Era, one comes up behind you and just tries to bite you.
I guess I'll try and dodge.
It gets a 19 to bite you.
Looks like I'm.
You got a
getting
13.
there.
You do have +4 to your rolls still, so
That was a 13, yeah. So
that's it.
not quite.
You don't want to use guide my hand or anything?
All right, yeah. We'll use guide my hand for this. So that'll be. So I'll have a. I believe
Don't let it touch us.
You got it, me maybe. Okay. Well, for some reason
So-
my bonuses aren't coming in, but
Is that not happening when you use your guide my hand on there?
Um.
On the abilities tab, it should
Oh,
come
gotcha.
through.
Yeah, but that's a 22.
Yeah. With the 22, you're able to get aside. This time, something kind of shoves you, and you like vibrate in place for a second. The creature strikes through you and then comes back. Seemingly, it should have hit you, but it didn't.
Thanks.
Yeah, don't mention that's gross.
Yeah,
And then
we are.
another one comes crawling over and comes after Crackpaw. Crackpaw, it's trying to bite into your head.
Ew, how unsophisticated. Well, from anywhere.
A wall just appears there, and this spider kind of goes and bites into it, smacking its own face. Give me a D6
cool.
damage if you would there.
Sorry, what?
It's a D6 plus 6 damage.
D6. Here we go.
That is 11. The answer, Cosmic Crush, is using them for other things. So 11 points of damage. This thing just bounces off, rebounds off the wall, just stumbles back. Then we hear it as another one comes marching up. The wall that's in the way means that it has to come around it to get to you, so it attacks Era instead. Era.
Sorry, not sorry.
Another bite coming at you. This one for 7. Nat 20. Era, 2 options. One, you know exactly where this thing is coming from, and I'll give you an action to react in some way that deals with the fact that you can just see exactly where it's going to be, kind of Daredevil style. Or 2, you can cause this thing to trip and entangle in all the limbs that these two things have, the other spider next to you, causing them both to fall down.
Number 2. I couldn't do anything with an action that's more effective than that.
All right, so both the ones near you, like they move towards one another, and then you kind of twist as it tries to bite you, moving just slightly in front of the other. It trips over a rock trying to bite, twists, and then gets tangled up in all the limbs and arms and everything that are just now almost knotted together. Last one. This one comes over to go after Crackpaw again.
Curses. I'll try to. Do I have any more reflexives with Krappa?
At the level you're at, you have 2, yes.
Then, as soon as he goes over the what I assume it is like a metal grate underneath us,
Yes.
I think it was one of the first ability that brings
Permutations?
that brings items to their base elements
Yes.
and disintegrate the metal
All right.
so that it falls.
So you slap the floor and you cause the metal just to kind of dissolve away into its individual parts. Give me a
Yeah.
brains roll. So roll, brains roll. So roll d20, and you're at plus 12 right now.
Well,
yeah.
+4, and I think from the ability.
The opponent gets a 19, but you have easily just the grate dissolves away, and this creature falls down below into the goop. Gets kind of pulled away inside of the sewage tunnel. Verge of a sneeze. Didn't happen. It's okay. It's okay. We move from there to Aiden. Aiden, you're standing on the ship. You're holding Herschel's book. And as you are wandering the halls, kind of moving about, you see the explosions. You get told by Abraxas, you're in a different place, a different time as it is. He shouts out that there's this burst through there, through the wall as he's trying to tell you something. And then you're standing in a stone room filled with statuary. You can see an empty well, cracked and broken. You've been near here before, but you can't remember where this is. There's scuff marks, there's burn and damages all around you. It seems to be that there was a great battle here at one point or another. As you're looking around the room, you can see ancient statues that seem to resemble dragons, coiled on one another. And on the ground before you, you noticed dust kind of writhing and twisting. As it pools together at your feet, it begins coming up and forming into a shape.
Thanks for the raid, Ruby!
Don't do this to me,
Zeta,
Ty!
will you please react to seeing Aiden again? Only not covered in horns.
You're you!
Thank you for the
You're
raid, Ruby.
alive.
I'm just gonna rush in and she's small, so she's gonna take him out at the knees, but just rush in to hug him straight at the knees.
Zeta rushes over and grabs a hold of you, and as she wraps her arms around you, you remember your mind tower. This is the human Aiden you used to see when you were inside of his mind. You can feel his heartbeat, and you seem to think that maybe something got through after you disappeared.
It's back.
It's back.
That's really ominous. Can you kind of be a little more specific about what is back? Because that's really scary.
The heart. I don't know what you did. I was about to eat the ship and be glorious and godlike, and then the heart came back. So, thank
that's
you.
A good thing, and it's not a scary, ominous thing. Maybe next time we should work on inflections about scary, ominous things like "it's back." That's pretty terrifying.
Sorry. Still working on that whole thing. Anyway, what are you doing here? Do you know what's going on? Do you have any idea where we are?
I'm pretty sure my last recollection was turning into dust in the arms of someone I really did not enjoy.
Pretty sure, yeah. I'm very confused.
I am
There
also
was a
very
battle.
confused.
Zeta.
Yeah.
Something's missing. You feel heavier than you used to feel. You feel there's a lack of power that you once had.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
You're also standing in the temple that Maz and all of them were fighting for, and it has been destroyed around you.
What happened here?
It wasn't me. It was.
No, I'm not insinuating it was
As
you or
the
anything.
two
It's
of you
more I
stand
need to
there,
know.
the roof cracks and splits. The sky opens up, and above you, you can see a torrent, a maelstrom that seems to be leading off into the eternal. As you're standing here, you can tell that everything is unraveling You see cracks in the sky that are fading into black, and on the other side of that is nothing. No stars, no light, nothing.
So, like, normally I'm a very anxious individual just in general, but I feel like this is the correct time to be a very anxious individual.
Uh-huh. This is real. This is not my mind. What?
My
Have we
initial
found
gut-
ourselves together at the end?
Maybe. I don't. Like, my gut instinct is to go find Moz, but I also don't know if Moz exists currently because everything I know is just not a thing. So, do we just. Like, I don't want to go into the void of darkness. I feel like that's the worst idea, but I don't quite know what other ideas to have.
So
Well,
Abraxas
she is
at
honestly the
side,
only one with answers.
You see a large demonic form that kind of coalesces beside Aiden, standing there, but diminished to a degree, and you can hear his voice.
We need to find a way back.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah,
You.
he's still lingering. Be nice. Smack
She
him.
wasted our potential.
I'm
You
pretty sure I
wasted our
helped you a lot.
potential.
I'm pretty sure 95% of the time it was the only thing that was keeping you at least vaguely human for at least a short while.
Humanity's overrated.
Yeah, shut up. Let's go find Moz. Fuck
He's
him.
just as pleasant as ever. Sounds good.
So you start wandering about as you can. The ground starts shaking underneath your feet, and you can see segments of it break and start lifting into the sky. Some of these things turn into black ash in front of you and just drift. You can see
I'm really idea into this sort of thing.
as you step out into the stairwell leading away from the temple, you can see trees and plant life and whatnot. Some of them seem to unravel, almost like they're being undone in front of you.
The dragon has to exist still, right?
Or is this the world without the dragon? Like, I remember with the whole, like, if the dragon doesn't exist, the world kind of doesn't exist situation, and there's, like, a big black thing. Maybe that. Maybe the dragon is not a thing anymore. How
Did
can I tell
Moz
the
go
dragon's
bad?
a thing anymore,
No.
Voice in the Sky?
Give
there
me
any
a
way I can tell
magical
the
roll.
dragon
Roll a
exists?
d20. You still have plus 4.
Let's try to talk to it.
Dragon?
Nat 20.
Dragon?
All right,
Yes,
so
dragon, please.
I'm gonna give you your two options. Do you learn about the dragon, or do you find an exit?
Oh, no.
Ew, Ty.
Which one do I... Steven, which one do I choose?
Oh no!
You're in this with
Because
me.
we're gonna die forever.
We are gonna die forever. You're in this with me. But I
Theoretically,
wanna
I
know.
could probably
Let's look-
return home.
Let's look for the dragon.
Okay. We're gonna
Maybe
find this
you
dragon. Maybe the dragon can, like,
Yours
fly.
are dead.
So who
And
cares?
dead. Let's just.
We're both, we're
Yeah.
both fucked.
You reach out
Yeah.
to try to find out what happened
Dragon.
to the dragon, where it is, where its mind is, and you see it scattered, pulled like a series of threads across the grand loom, too tight and breaking. You see in your mind's eye some grand being, some form that is spinning madly, trying to keep reality intact and failing. The dragon is not here.
Bad news, dragon gone. Poof.
Oh, great.
Definitely explains why everything's going
If
funky.
only- If only we would have had an option to find an exit.
Oh,
well-
weird. Yeah, if only I was given a strange option to either talk to the dragon or find an exit.
But that means that there is
An
an
exit.
exit. So...
An exit. Any ideas, Abraxas?
Look for more time anomalies.
Everything's unraveling around us. Is it not all an anomaly?
It is, of
Do you want to
course,
go to the
and
unraveling, or do you want to
think
go where
it's-
things still exist?
I don't know. My memories are unwinding.
Unraveling.
Also, Aiden, I really just want to say that I'm
Aiden,
really proud of you
you
for standing up to Abraxas because
forget-
you didn't do that before.
You
Thank you.
forget where you were born.
Oh.
Losing memories.
Oh, good.
Zeta, you forget what color your brother's hair was.
Okay. Nope, everything's not okay. I can't remember many details. The details about my brother. We need to find an exit now, okay?
Should we just jump into the
What?
abyss?
I don't think the last thing, I think, is to go into the nothingness. I feel as though that perhaps is the worst plan.
Okay, I grab her hand and we just start running to where things are still raveled?
They're still raveled in the temple. That's the only place you can find.
To the temple then.
So you turn and you run into the temple as fast as you can. And we'll come back to this group in a moment.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, this is wholesome and sad.
Now
I'm upset. Where's
it
Mars?
is.
What's happening?
Now it's David.
Won,
Mom, how
God
did you
damn it.
let the dragon unravel?
Darian's turn.
I
I
mean,
know. What the fuck, Maz?
Darian.
I think Maz might be the person
Yeah.
turn around.
Okay, I just got shot in the arm. I'm going to use my super speed. I'm going to run behind the one Todd just poked its eyes through, and I'm gonna stab it through the temple.
All right. Did you have a dagger or something? You're just gonna use your fist.
I had a knife.
All right. So knife
It was
through
the
the
only
temple.
thing I carried.
You zip over. Nohu, as you're sitting there, you see this individual blur across the room, running faster than anybody you've seen before. Unless he's a time mage, you're not sure how that's possible. Go ahead and give me an attack roll there, please. And you are currently still at +4, so you're at +9 to this roll. You are able to hit.
Thank God.
Go ahead and roll for damage. The opponent is hit in the chest, so you're not rolling a d20 for damage, my friend.
Oh.
You are
Sorry.
rolling 2d8 plus 10.
2d8 plus 10. Oh man, it didn't roll them both.
You only
Just
roll
roll
one at
another
a time.
one.
What the hell? Doing that so
I know,
slow.
my
Look at
bad.
that. Look at that slowness.
18.
18 points of damage. That thing is actually you kill it with this one because Todd had done the additional damage to the thing's eye. So your blade comes up and you just blam, and as you stab into it, you see it almost shatter in front of you. And as it fragments to the ground nearby, you see Todd stagger back and his hand like dissolved from the hand to the wrist.
Oh shit.
Well, looks like it's time for a new Todd. And I lick the blood off the blade to see what it tastes like, and I look at the one next to it and I say, "You're next." Lunge at him.
As you lick the blood,
Why?
it's not there.
Why would you do that? It just
Because
exists.
Darian was
Just
all
there.
about chaos. He literally existed for chaos.
Doesn't matter. He didn't live to die. It just dissolved his finger hands.
There's no blood on that blade.
That was just a
Oh,
Oh, well then there we go.
dodge a bullet.
Nah.
You go to
Dodge
lick it
a
just out of
bullet.
practice, and you're just licking the blade.
Disappointed. Then I lunge.
All right, so you turn, lunge at the next one. Give me an attack. You're still at +10. The opponent gets 7.
Why didn't I make? There we go. Ta-da.
You doofus.
Oh.
+10 for the attack roll.
26.
Roll a d20.
Oh, I'm being a doofus.
I'll let you keep the. Okay, you still did the damage, so I'll let you keep the damage.
Boom.
You hit him right in the chest again for 16 plus that's 26 points. He just staggers back. You see a crack appear across its chest. Inside of it, you see nothingness on the other side.
Interesting. Hey, demon boy, you gonna do anything or just hide under that table? It
Says
sounds like
that
under the other table.
Nohu.
He's got anger issues. Hey, we have already shared a hot pocket that makes us friends for life.
Oh,
Check this-
absolutely.
Check this out, and I'll use my PDO's ability to teleport. I'll teleport behind us through the wall where I sense the exit to the south, and I'll use a chaos to be able to bring the new friend with me.
So you're gonna bring Penelope with you? Okay,
Yeah.
give me a magical roll. Get higher than a natural 5.
Oh, demon boy's got moves.
There you go. 9. It doesn't go off without a hitch. As you come to the other side, you and Penelope find that there is wooden table splinters like grabbed all around you as you teleport into a table on the other side of the wall.
Ow. Oh, that was
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Oh, yeah. The best part is you don't know where you're going to end up.
You spit out the. Do you spit it out or just eat it?
The wood?
What?
Yeah, remember? Penelope's a trash monster.
I know, but it's much more cinematic to just like do and spit.
I
than
guess
to
that's
eat.
true. That's true.
I mean, maybe every other one.
Nom nom
you know?
nom 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 nom.
And then when she's done, she'll pick her teeth with one of them. Cool trick.
It's like a one for you, one for me situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Era, we move to you. Era, where would you like to be? As you're standing here and you see all these leggy things, there's this blurry sensation, and you find yourself standing amidst all of the rooms that everybody's been teleported to.
Ooh. Oh, I see. Well, if that's the case, so I feel like I would then go to. I'm just gonna roll 50-50 here. Okay. Then I feel like I would show up in the tavern scene.
Okay. So Era suddenly shows up in the tavern.
And
Nice to meet you.
not like happy-go-lucky, like kind of like serious. And I feel like the kind of the kind of highlighted outline bits are almost more like solid at this time, and just kind of like almost like overlapping voice thing, just like, this is not when we are supposed to be. And I am going to let's see here. Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna try and whack one of these dark soldier majiggers with my my pole, my long pole that I have.
Give me your attack roll.
Anna,
The
were you just
opponents.
having a Mighty Duck moment?
That's
I was having a Mighty Duck moment.
I
a
also
critical.
like, are you going to turn him into a dog or something?
Alright,
Success.
retry.
The pole hits. Go ahead and give me full damage +4 for the round. Bang! 9 points of damage, and this hits the opponent right in the leg. You see it just and fall to the floor.
Be gone! And then I'm gonna activate with my second action, Aura of Conquest. So that'll be helpful when people succeed on
Aura
stuff.
of Conquest enabled. Once per turn, people can gain back 3 health, or some of the other stuff that's on Aura of Conquest. Whatever.
It's not a Jace hood anyway. It's Lothar.
Birch, you're up.
Yes, me. I am gonna do something very unlike Birch. I'm gonna walk over to this man, and I'm gonna use a Dark Wind.
Dark Wind.
Dark Wind.
Give
Dark
me your attack
Wind,
roll.
Duck.
The opponent, to defend themselves, gets a 15.
It's just magic, right?
Yeah. That is a 14. Did you have the +4 that was supposed to be on that too?
No, I did not. So it's an 18.
All right, with 18 you succeed. Give me damage.
1d10. Okay. Second, that's d8. Yes. Oh,
There you go. So, Darkwind, it's on there. Yeah. Okay, you took 10. Yeah, that is 4 + 4 is 8 points of damage. It takes a severe hit, but is still kicking. So that is your turn.
What does that look like, that Dark Wind?
Probably, if you take, what are those plants called that look like they bleed when the sap kind of looks like blood? It's like a fungi.
Yeah.
It looks like that, just
They're
popping
very
up over
toxic.
people like this bloody, gross fungi.
Okay. So, just taking note of that, because that's not something Nova's seen you do.
Nope.
So, Z,
Oh,
you have rushed back inside the temple with Aiden at this
Jesus.
moment. And as you step back inside of here, what do you look for?
See an exit!
You search for an exit. Give me an aware roll. Roll d20.
I'd like an out, please.
Nat
Fuck
20
yes, Z.
again, Z.
The second one she's gotten.
This is what happens when you come back from Ash.
Nat 20 again. Do you discover what happened to Maz, or do you find an exit?
God damn it, Steven.
Yet. Well, I want to know what.
Find an exit, because we can't find
Yeah.
Moz if we're stuck here.
And we saw the thing up there trying to hold things together, and maybe that
And
was.
we're just gonna make an educated guess that that's probably Moz, because Moz was the only one in our party who had their shit together. So my guess is Moz
Yeah.
would be trying to make the universe have their shit together.
And it's-
Also,
Been a really long time since I heard anybody do a Greek or kind of accent, which is kind of what I was trying to do with Maz. So we don't need to find Maz.
Okay, let's get the hell out.
that's yeah. Where to find an exit?
All right, finding an exit. So you rush through the halls somewhat, and you feel there's something nearby that'll help you. You're not sure why, but you know that it's up ahead. So as you stumble
This
around
way,
a corner,
this way.
you find an ancient table that seems to have a couple of beverages situated upon it. And nearby that table is a little mirror. And that seems to be what you feel like is an exit, but that's way too small to climb through. So you're not sure why that's the case.
Cool. Mirror, exit. I could maybe fit an arm through. You're stuck. Do we break it? I'm scared to break it. Because if it's our only exit and we break it, that's a horrible idea. How do I...
Maybe it's deceiving and it will expand, or we will shrink, or...
Hear me out.
Sorry, what was that sound again?
Drink. Maybe we drink the scary-looking ancient things on the table, and it shrinks us down, and then we can get there.
Here's to ancient beverages.
So you rush over.
Hold it up to your toes.
You rush over and grab the mirror.
Yeah, the mirror and the ancient beverages.
As you rush over, you grab some beverages and you get closer to the mirror on the table. As you go to pick it up, it's small, about handheld. And what you took as a mirror is not. As you get closer to it, the surface had been reflective at the angle you looked at it. It is instead a locket that seems to portray your face and Aiden's face and
Cute.
Malekna's face and
Not as
Mom's
cute.
face
Cute.
and weird chicken man's face.
Aw.
Oh, him.
As I've got
You mean my brother's boyfriend?
your brother's boyfriend. Yes. Bright eyes.
Right on.
So
Bright eyes. It's two. He got
It's
it back
bright
at
eyes
the end,
now.
You got it
remember?
back. Yeah, I got the
Oh,
answer.
right.
and you see that this was hand drawn. You don't know by whom, but it seems to have been done in such a way so that they could be remembered. And as you look at it, you see the image like blacken and start to unravel as well. As it cracks, you see a light appear behind you, right in front of the table. And on the other side, you see the Zephyr, people holding on and fighting.
Sid, do we know this place?
We do.
Okay.
It's trusted. Grab her hand.
Are we
say,
sure?
hey.
Because there's a lot of fighting going on, and I just...
It's better than unraveling. And you know what? You're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, wait, what?
You are the best thing that ever happened to me. Leap of faith?
As Aiden holds your hand, the two of you jump through the portal. Stumbling and rolling to the ground,
Steven gonna make me cry?
cannon fire surrounding you.
Fucking cute.
We move back to Cal and Ulfang. Ulfang's gonna be going first because he was the one that was last. First.
Okay. What Ufang do?
Ulfang, there are two enemies left in this room.
I mean, killing them would be very appreciated if you want to continue to stab.
But why? But usually, when like two kill by Ufang, the other run. So Ufang does not have to kill all the time, but he's not run.
Maybe they're stupid.
I did Gur. That means you go.
You could try Gurren again.
I'll do Gur and then run. I'm trying to
rules.
find the map in the meantime as I Gur.
All right,
I
give me
don't
a
think
dexterity
these
roll
people
as you
are
gur
peoply,
again.
puppy.
Fine. Gur and stab with
What if
the
we Gur
pointy.
with you?
Not good man.
Well, Gur. Burton Nova. Grrr.
With everybody just gurring at the moment. Give
Yeah,
me
we're
a
gonna
give
do
me
it
a
with
charming
them.
roll, everybody, as you gur.
All right.
Gur.
Oh, I'm not there to grr.
That's
Oh,
not very
no.
good gurs happening
Oh,
there
I
right
Not
now.
Gurren very hard. You
I'm
know,
doing
what?
it again.
It's
Later.
important to me.
There's a
I
critical
gurred
failure
terribly.
gur.
I Gurren a little bit better.
Ufang can teach best friends how to Gur later.
Nova's like,
Even
ooh,
Era's gurring.
ooh. No, grr.
So
No, you gotta Gur.
Ooh.
with your crit failure, Nova, do you accidentally cause the enemy to end up hitting an opponent when this all happens? Or do you not see what's about to happen behind you?
Don't hurt yourself, Goering. Yeah.
You're gonna pull a muscle.
Oh no. The behind it. Well, okay. So what is happening? See, but this is like a catch-22 because I would normally take the thing that would be like maybe not having my friends get hurt or whatever, but then I don't know what's behind me and if it's gonna hurt my friends. You sick bastard. I guess behind me. I'll take it from behind.
All right, you'll take it from behind. You don't know what's happening behind you. Got it.
Grr.
So your opponent's in this case.
Yeah,
give me your worst gurs, everybody, except for Ulfang. Ulfang knows how to growl.
I think I gurred pretty well. I got a 13.
She did.
Yeah.
I did a very average southern gurr.
So the one in front of Ulfang that's been fighting staggers back a couple of steps, but that seems to be it. The other one doesn't seem to care. Do you do something?
There means you go leave. Not that's like stupid. Now I stab then. If not, leave.
All right, so you step forward to stab the one that tried to move away from you.
Actually, no. I stabbed the one close to friend.
All right, give me an attack roll. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. The D8 plus 4.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, Sinan!
Bang! Ulfang, you take that one down with a single swipe, your blade cleaving through its chest, its head just kind of floating off into the air. But instead of flipping through the air and hitting the floor and without blood flying out, instead it becomes ash and dust and then kind of crumples in on itself. As the dust and ash pours upon the floor, you see the floor have a large black crack just across the floor.
Oh, this not real. Oh, that's okay. Ulfang can kill, not feel bad.
You have
Does
one
that
action
happen
left?
all the time?
No.
Okay, just wondering. Because I've encountered lots of cracks in my life, to be honest, and they're never good.
Crack?
So, crack is bad. Always.
Ulfang,
Like
as
cracks
she
on
says,
Ulfang's shield. That's like hurt shield.
Crack bad, right? Yeah, same. Bad cracks.
Yes.
Ulfang, as she says crack is bad, you see the wall behind her go and start
Oh
splitting.
no!
You see
I
the
tried to-
rooftop
I
start
don't
collapsing towards Nova, who is not moving.
Ulfang
Why do
try
you
to
look
save
so
and protect
concerned?
because I've shield.
You're gonna jump
Ulfang
over?
is kind of character in D&D that like protects. So Ulfang protect.
You leap over to protect Nova, attempting to bring your shield up as the roof starts to collapse down on top of her. Give me a d20 roll.
What's happening?
Boom. Ulfang protect. Super good.
Suddenly the big wolf puppy, who smells kind of like popcorn, goes over top of you and lifts an arm up
Smell like popcorn.
above his head as the roof collapses in on top of you. And this constant thundering and cacophony just comes down as the building starts to collapse. Ulfang, you're standing there with those strong little puppy arms holding the shield up above you.
It's okay, puppy.
And at that point, Era, you see the roof falling towards you. What do? You don't have to be here. You could be in another place now.
You could grab Birch, then be in another place too.
Potentially.
Or all of us.
Wait, don't
Just
leave
grab
me
all
without
of
the puppy. Hold on, this is you
All
want
of
to leave
us.
the
I
puppy.
said all
I
of
mean, you
us.
could
Okay.
attempt to take everyone with you if you want to try
No.
You
Uh,
jerk.
that too.
I'm
No.
actually gonna take no one. Bye.
No. Can I, no, I'm not physically large enough to really take the hit for Birch, am I? Well, no, there's a bar. Could I, basically, try and, get, I mean, it wouldn't be a tackle as much as Birch letting me kind of tackle her under the bar and...
You could try to
Only
pull her under the
47
bar with you.
times your weight.
Yeah, exactly.
So give me a strong roll as you attempt to pull Birch under the bar with you as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Listen here, baby's first toolbox.
Oh,
Almost a
nice.
17.
So you go across the counter, and Birch, give me an agile roll to see if you can help Era pull you under the.
Get down!
Oh my god!
Anna, you're
What did
cheating.
You do?
You're
Can you
cheating.
give me
I'm
a source
just
code?
You
thinking
are
of
cheating.
Lincoln.
This is the balance of me and her, okay?
It's just
All right.
back Z, who's just she makes my heart
The
happy.
bestest bean.
So,
That's just me.
Birch.
Yeah.
Do we find out that against this falling roof, for some reason, you're impervious to it, and you're able to just kind of withstand as it falls? Or do you
Weird
see,
imperviousness.
or do you see an exit?
Oh, look at that. Listen, as cool as
Exit,
it would be to have to explain to my party why falling roofs don't hurt me, I'm gonna find an
I'm
exit.
immune.
All right. So as you kind of get tackled to the
I
side,
built up
pulled
a
down
small
with Era,
immunity by taking small rocks to the head, just
Right.
slowly up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Started
begin-
out with drywall, and then
I
like the
hate
popcorn
roofing.
foam stuff, and then yeah.
as you were
Kinda-
pulled over the edge of the bar and start to go underneath of it, you turn and look. You can see Old Fang holding the shield up above Nova's head. And just on the other side, through the collapsing building, you can see the cobbled streets of the city outside. Dark buildings kind of collapsing into a massive well. And just outside where you're at, near a bush, a hedge off to the left, you can see light. And on the other side of it, you see the table with Ivan kind of holding onto it and struggling amidst the Zephyr.
Exit! Exit! To the Zephyr! Out here!
Old thing, that way? Can we go that way?
Okay.
So everybody turns and begins sprinting away as quickly as they can towards this exit.
Okay, so
As bits and pieces
You're
of the
the
building
bestest boy. No, it says it's shielding the.
shield up above your head, the ground cracking and rumbling, kind of tumbling into the depths below, the sky itself splitting open, as if blood was pouring from the heavens. You find yourself moving through a gateway into light and warmth. Ulfang, you leave a world of darkness for a world of light.
and I am not going to go
Wow.
through the doorway. I'm just going to go right to the world of darkness.
Okay.
Um,
Suddenly, Era is inside the middle of the kitchen. So, Era, what do you do now?
well, I'm gonna take a page out of Anna's book, apparently, not just Market, not just these. I'm gonna try and find a way out.
Give me an aware or magical roll, whichever one you choose.
Sounds good.
I'm just saying with the number of 20s I've gotten to find an exit, I think I should have an innate ability to find exits now.
I'm gonna guide my
Uh,
hand on that one.
All right, guide my
The
hand.
air
Give me the
doesn't
roll.
smell so foul down there.
The air doesn't smell so foul. 17.
So
With
That's
17,
21
you can
because it doesn't add my magical.
right.
It's 21.
You can sense that there is. Well, no, it's not supposed to. Guide my hand gives you a flat roll based on.
Oh, I understand now. Okay.
So there is an exit to the south. You can sense it. Your passenger there just goes.
It's that way.
It's down south. Through the door out there.
All right. Follow me, and I will go that way.
All right. Era rushes past Todd, and starts running down the hallway after yelling, "Follow me!" Somehow there's a goblin in here, Darian,
What
and
the
it just
fuck
ran
was
past
that?
you and just starts sprinting
Your
down
own
the hallway.
mind your own business.
Mind your own business, it says as it runs by.
I don't know you.
All right.
That's my purse!
Darian, do you follow with Todd?
Well, yeah, but I have to yell to the other two.
They went through the wall
Hey.
somehow. They're not under the table anymore.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So
Fine.
Darian chases after
Self-preservation.
the
Follow
weird
him.
pale goblin.
You had no loyalty whatsoever, so I don't.
True.
Know. Yeah.
Do you call Todd or do you tell him to stay back and fight the enemies for you while you run?
Okay, say, come on, nub, let's go.
Ah, my name's.
No.
I need my shield.
Is that a new nickname, sir?
Just shut up and run.
Okay.
It's not.
So Penelope and
Just
Nobu
I need a hug.
under
I
the
think he
table.
does.
There's a dining table in front of you. There's a little exit off to the side. You can see
Okay.
Era has just arrived, Nohu, and is like running through the hall, shouting.
I'm like, this
"Oh,
way, no who?
What the hell was that?
It's a friend! Look, there's the exit over there. Go, go, go!
I go.
All right, so you sprint, jumping over the table and sliding across it. as
That's
you all
right, of course. Gotta make it cool. Look cool.
as you run
Yeah.
towards the door. It seems weird on the other side, and as you open the door and move through, you find yourself standing inside of a wooden boat. So everybody has escaped the weirdness,
I get seasick though.
except for those of us inside of the lab.
Fancy meeting you here.
So in the lab, all we have left is Cal and Crackpaw right now.
Yeah.
Don't bring
What is
crap
going on?
Jeez,
Era,
leave Crackpaw behind.
You
Era,
turn,
how do we
there's-
get out of?
There's no
Era!
There's just tangled up spider things. There's Crackpaw there, and then that's it.
Fuck. Well, how do I get out? What is it? What I do?
Don't worry, soon they'll, I don't know, experiment on you, make you somewhat undead, where you die a bunch of times.
Get
and
your claws
you
out for
die.
me! No! What you talking about? Also,
They're doing the same thing to me. You damn wet.
Did you call him a penguin?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, Crackpaw, you got all the old rumors and all that is true, right? You're like you got all sorts of dangerous concussions and all that, right?
Yes. Well, do I have my equipment with me? Would that
It's in
considering?
some of the boxes nearby. It was
Fine.
still being
I'm gonna
used.
try to make some time and like push these away by using jacket robbery. I'm gonna assume that the enemy somehow like believes Crackpaw is like dangerous and has some sort of a thing on him. So I'm just gonna lift Crackpaw. I'm gonna be like, stay back. He has all sorts of crazy explosive powders up his arse. If you come close, it will explode.
All of the spiders kind of move back away from you and kind of.
Era, where'd you go? Can you take us with you?
I won't explode, but they've pumped me
You don't know
pumped me
that.
so much with so many concoctions that I'm probably giving you like 20 diseases right now.
That mean no. Ew. Wait, I got life, Ether. I'm fine. I mean, Era, it's rude to leave your captain behind.
Era,
How
you
do
can
I
now
get out?
hear Cal's voice from the other.
Okay, I was waiting, so I'll just pop back in. Hey, don't worry. There were people that were way further away. Let's just say, and I'll try and find.
Give me a
Where
magical
we're-
roll.
Let's be going.
I don't want to be one of the a part of a human centipede. I want to get out of here. I really have. I don't. Ever since I watched that clicky, I have nightmares about being the middle one.
Era, you can sense an exit through the broken section of the flooring to the north of you. So it looks like it's full of sewage, but apparently there's a way out there somewhere.
Honestly, for me, I think being the front one would be the worst, because then you're like responsible for everyone behind you. But anyway, we're gonna go right through that sewer grate. Let's go, bud.
No, you're not eating any shit. Period.
All right, Era, do you jump in the hole?
I wait for Cal to do.
All right, so he's telling you after you talk about eating shit to jump in the sewer hole.
Yeah, or I'll jump down that sewer hole.
Be happy to debate it later, but
So, holding Crackpaw, you run and you leap down below, and as the liquid just starts to like slurm up your body, suddenly your feet seems to drop out as something pulls like hard at your feet. Gravity takes hold, and you find yourself splattered across the deck of the Zephyr.
Ugh.
no, I jump in after.
Ew! No! No
You
disease!
fall in,
No
and
disease!
suddenly Era comes down right on your chest, covered in gloop.
Hey, I don't weigh much at least.
And with
Does he
that,
still have Crackpaw?
everybody is, yes, on the
Yeah.
Zephyr at this point in time. These strange figures from alternate places have all arrived. And that is tonight's episode of Aether and Steamworks.
Wow.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We're going to be going around the table and seeing what some of these lovely individuals think about tonight's events. So, if you would, We'll go at random as usual to see who goes first. That's going to be Steven. You're up first tonight.
Hi, I don't know who I am anymore, but I am Eldevian Devil, and that was quite a shit show. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. No pun intended. Yeah, wow. I'm trying to digest here.
Stop.
Another shit joke. Anyway, no, that was a lot of fun being able to play old characters I never thought were going to come back. I was wondering why the hell you asked me what that character's name was earlier today. It was like, what is this whim? And it was nice. Yeah.
He
nice
asked
to
me
get
too.
my...
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Nice to get the little anxiety bean back. That was quite a fun thing, and wrap up a little loose end there. Sorry, Maz, I guess you're unraveled on the other side, but other than that, we all made it. Yay, good job,
no,
guys.
She's not. She's probably like riding the dragon trying to hold the
You
strings together.
are the dragon now. She is the dragon now.
That's right. And now I gotta like watch some shows that take place with terrible English accents. And go, oh, that doesn't make any sense. But I gotta watch.
Yeah.
I gotta watch something big people read Greek. I can't remember what I watched before. It was a video game I was playing. It was the stupid the one you were playing with the Greek people on the boat and shit.
Oh,
Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It was Assassin's Creed, the one prior to the most recent one. The one that was in
Odyssey?
Greece. Odyssey, yeah. Where she was
Odyssey,
playing,
yeah.
what's her name? The
Yeah.
lady with the... Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible
Anyways,
names.
you can catch me on Thursdays right here on this show or whatever the hell other shows are going on that day. And, yeah.
All right, we'll move on from there. Stratful, your turn.
Hello everybody, I'm Strathful, playing as Nohu the Adventurer and also as Crackpa, this Kixen alchemist, which is it's a really fun memory of good times, and it's really a big surprise to even remember him at this moment. And I can only hope that the legacy continues where Crackpa is only seen as an ever lovable little Skixen who never has hurt anybody. If you ever saw those episodes, you'll understand why.
It was pretty amazing. No matter what bad things you did, they never rolled to see it. And
No,
well,
I
it
did.
was-
Everybody
yeah,
else saw it.
Everybody else
It
saw.
was-
Yeah, you were the only one that
yeah.
didn't. You never
No,
saw
he's
any
a
bad things from
perfect-
Crackpot
yeah.
ever.
Never.
We'll move on from there to Saman.
I'm scared about this whole crackpot fella being in the ship. But hey everyone, Sinan, what were we saying? Just
Whatever you want, but how do you feel about tonight's episode?
I'm shocked, surprised. I mean, was gonna say, oh, that's why you asked me who Darian was. You had to make me go through all this whole memory lane thing by checking my old game notes to remind myself what I had. Oh, this session I'm gonna have this little thing for this person, this little thing for that. Like I had to look at one of those notes and find it. It was a pleasant surprise. I didn't think I'd play as Ulfang anymore. Now my throat hurts. But it was fun.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed
And
it.
I'm looking forward to more. He was a character that died too soon, and I was sad about that for a while. So hey, this seems like a crew that would appreciate him more. So that's even better.
It's true.
Instead of letting him die because someone has a. Never mind. I won't say things on that.
He went from a world of darkness to a world of light. It's fine. It's fine.
It's true.
We'll move
Yeah.
on from there to Shin.
And maybe finally he'll learn how to read and write.
It's true. Maybe he will.
Yeah.
I'll teach him. I mean, Nova. That's a person in need right there. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Because I've been talking over everybody else anyway. I'm very talkative tonight. I had too much caffeine and sugar too late. I'm Shannon. I was playing Penelope, which is my World of Darkness character, and she wasn't always a fae. There was the fae, and then she was a vampire, though, because there was that more of that. But
Savage World of Darkness.
super fun. I fucking love that character. She was my punk rock anarchist that I could never quite figure out why she was in the World of Darkness, because she was actually really nice. She was just insane, very insane. But having her group up with Nohu was like perfect, because they could be besties, like
He probably
100%.
could.
Yeah, and the Nova, and then the Olfang. That was one of the first stream. That is the first time I ever literally like saw Sanan, and he was my favorite character in that because puppy dog man and adorable, right? And I was so legitimately pissed off when Olfang died, like legit angry, stomping around the house, throwing a fit that like I was like, why would you even fucking watch this show? Why would it? Like I was very upset.
She was
Anyway.
like, nobody would ever like this show after what they did.
Well, I was like, you can't do that to people. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, and then Crackpot. It was all, and then Z and everybody and Keta coming back. I wasn't actually. I was a little scared when that happened. I was like, oh god, what is Sanan gonna do? But he was just cussing to himself, probably in Turkish.
I wasn't allowed to do anything, so I
Yeah.
was just having a moment with the mic muted because
No, it was good. I saw it. I hope it was cathartic for you. That was, it was a thing. It's facing a trauma. It's rough. It's hard.
To be fair, that wasn't technically your Keta, but it is a Keta, so I mean, whatever.
You even made him look Robbie-ish, like more than the Keta prior. Like,
Yep.
Like I'm looking at like an elf Rob here. Like, anyway, yeah, I think that was super fun.
All right, Anna. Anna.
Well, I'm muting myself. I'm sorry. It takes
Give
a
her
second.
a second.
Never.
I'm Anna, also known as Sanctum Cosplays. I played Birch and I played C. Which I got like unnecessarily emotional about when I saw her picture pop up. Which I was not expecting. And it does also explain when you just randomly sent that picture of Z, and I was like, oh, we're redrawing characters, I guess. Me being dumb. I mean, we are, but for like a nefarious purpose. It was fun. I have not had the honor to really know Crackpot, but I've heard enough tales of Crackpot and know I should be scared. And also, we dealt with Crackpot in the zombie one-shot, so I know enough about Crackpot to be scared. I'm excited to see what the hell is happening here. And Steven, next time warn a bitch when you're gonna emotionally break her.
I didn't know it was coming. I just got thrust into it.
Okay, stop with the sexual innuendo, Steven!
But I had so much fun. This is chaotic as hell, and I am so looking forward to what the fuck we're doing with the party of what, like 12 people now?
It's a pretty big
It's
party.
gonna be great.
Yes, I have to say that was a heartfelt and kind of awesome moment between Z and Aiden, which was a long time coming and should have, honestly, because yeah, Aiden
Totally.
Resolution.
Aiden, like deciding Abraxas was the right way to go was one of those moments in the last season, in that season where I was like, oh no.
Broke my heart. I'm over here with Aiden's crystal heart being like, no, you can still be human. And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, okay, never mind.
It's pretty
My
true.
bad.
Eat the ship.
I'm gonna
All right.
go eat a shit, Mom.
And from there, over to Rob.
Oh my goodness. Hello everyone, I'm Robbie Rolling. I was just Era, the weird one tonight. Just
You're Keta.
Oh, that's fair. I was also Keta for just a moment. But yes, I was predominantly Era, and my goodness. I'm in a weird spot where because I feel like GM a lot. We don't have as many shared characters, you and me, Ty, but at the same time, I'm down for anything, and I know I'm down for anything, so I'm also, I know I'm not out of the woods. So I'm very excited for everything. It was also just very fun to see all these characters that, like, I mean, I didn't even get a chance to, like, see a lot of these wonderful characters do their thing, and so it's always been that kind of, like, hearing all these stories and reminiscing, and now getting them all back feels so warm and fuzzy, and I love it.
I agree. I enjoy the warm and fuzzy. And I hope that by the time this season ends, this makes a little more sense. And is also...
Makes sense to me. Dragon got murked or fucked with somehow. Everything's gone bad.
Is there any way there could be like characters that like come back that maybe weren't the most popular of characters, and we get to murder them in interesting and fun ways?
I mean, I'm not gonna take it off the table necessarily,
Okay, cool.
but
Keta was already
Look at
here.
Sanan.
No, Sanan and I probably have the same characters in mind.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves as much as we seem to have. And we will see you next time. Next Thursday, we will return. Again, these shows are going to be starting at 6:15 Pacific Standard Time because work is far away and we never know what is going to be in the way. But you can see us tomorrow night for Delinquents here at 6 Pacific Standard Time and see what kind of crazy shit happens then, because we live in a shared universe.
Is there a game on Saturday?
There is a game on Saturday still. Do you have your game on Saturday, Rob?
Should do.
Unremarkables on Saturday, and then Sunday we have the finale.
I
Finally,
swear to God, if
unless
anyone
it
gets sick
changes,
on Sunday, I'm
unless it
gonna
changes
cry.
again.
I will be there, hell or high water.
Same.
So, yes, we have 4 days of games in a row, counting today. That's
I'll not
awesome.
play tomorrow.
It's been a little while since we've had our full lineups happening. So thank you again. And you, audience, are amazing. We love all of you. And yeah, let's share these memories and remember them forever, because that's how memory works, right? I don't remember. All right, good night, everybody. See y'all later. Adios.